back to the scene. I'm going back. Is you gonna drive off? Bam! Hands. Hands! Give me your hands!
I'm pointing it at his head. Grandma, I'm pointing my thing at his head. Hands, hands, hands. Oh. I accidentally shot him to death. Okay, now I'm gonna rush him to the hospital.
Hurt carry, hurt carry. I just want to save your life here. Dude, I sent the message.
Is he talking to me?
Ow!
Oh my gosh. Matthew.
Ow, Matthew!
Okay, now look. You made us lose.
Dang.
And Matthew the criminal just drove off and he turned with a really hard one and hurt me. I'm trying to message them that I'm hurt. Okay, everyone's back at the scene, so I'm running back.
If you could whisper me that name again, my Word documents decided not to save themselves last week. I remembered most of the stuff I typed out, but I couldn't remember the name.
Whisper the person who you're about to contact?
Yeah.
Sure. That was the person you originally got the contract from.
Cool.
Okay, so we're going to pick up again straight in the magnificent city of Rixentrum, where Vivi met his, shall we say, estranged brother and managed to get him perhaps the healing that he need. But Vivi definitely said, effectively, you're not my problem anymore, buddy. But you do know that Victor, Vivi's brother, did get in some trouble with some people. And it seems as if your newly rescued, perhaps Panion, Riz, who you managed to rescue from a mansion, rather cunningly, which is good. You got it out without causing too much trouble. But as we left last time, I believe Riz was off for to have some words with the people, and I believe Vivi was tagging along. So, was Vivi tagging along?
I don't think I have to tag along anymore. I'll decide not to, actually.
Okay. All right. In that case, what I might do then, I might click over to the other voice channel just for a little bit with Mr. Riz, and we'll pick it up when he rejoins the party. So the rest of you just talk amongst yourself for a couple of seconds, and do you want to jump over to the other voice channel?
Sure thing.
All right. So you go back to the place where you originally got the contract. It's an inn. It's not a particularly noteworthy inn, but this is indeed where you met Iris. Now, the thing you do know about Iris is she presents herself as a noblewoman, someone quite upstanding in society, like people look up to her, which gives her the perfect cover for dealing with people like you, quite frankly. So you go back to the tavern when you met her. The tavern is practically empty. There's an old dwarven barkeep there, and a person sitting in the corner, dressed in a black cloak that covers over his face, kind of hiding his face. And you look around, you don't see Iris there. This is definitely where you met her, though. And the figure in the corner just beckons you over with the one hands and indicating to come and sit with him.
I go and sit with him.
Okay, he says, we are very disappointed in what happened. You know what I'm talking about. What excuses do you have for not taking the mark?
I'll speak to Iris.
You will never be speaking to Iris again. I speak with Iris. Anything you say to me will be relayed to Iris.
Is he lying to me?
Make an insight check.
$22.
Just a sec. Yes, he seems very genuine. You get the impression that he is indeed speaking for Iris, and the mere fact that Iris is not here gives you pause. So you believe that he is some type of lackey or somewhere down the pecking order from the top, which would be Iris. So you feel he is definitely speaking for Iris. So I just play like, you will never speak to Iris again. You will never see her again. And you speak to me. So once again, I asked you, why did you not take the mark?
So who do I answer to in Zadash?
A person whose name escapes me. But
Well, I'm just... That's fine. I'm just basically gonna. Said person is not going to be happy when he finds out what happened here. You know the rules when you contract me, and you broke them.
Well, we've invested quite a lot of time in you, and we feel this was the time to really test your loyalty, and it seems you have failed. We are most disappointed.
Can I do a perception check around the room? See if it's really just me and him and the barkeep, or if
Sure.
there's. Okay, and I would have advantage because I'm not moving.
Yes, you would.
So 21.
You look around the room looking for any people like peeping through peepholes or anything like that. The barkeep, the dwarf, is. You get the impression he's paid not to pay any attention to what's going on. So he's kind of scurried off to the far end of the bar, and you're speaking in hushed tones. So you get the impression it's just you and him as part of this conversation.
Looking at I guess I'd use the same perception, but looking at this guy, even if I don't know him directly, would I pick up any telltale signs that might make me aware of who he is by reputation, or just talk amongst the undercommon and the thieves guilds and just my years of being in that environment?
You know this person is representative of the Myriad. You've seen him in passing before. You do not know his name.
Was said person aware of this contract? By referring to the Zadash.
He seems to be referring specifically to the contract that you did not fulfill here in Rixentrum. The shot that you did not take.
So I'm asking, because he's saying it's a test, I'm asking, did the leader in the Zadash sect know about this contractor test?
It would seem not. This was a contract between you and Iris to take out the young female, and you did not. Well, they did not. Your contact in Zadash seems to be unaware of this, in your opinion. You were sent up here for a job. You didn't know what a job was. You got the impression that your contact in Zadash did not know what the job was. Just to contact Iris, get the contract, and take the shot.
Okay. Then I'll just repeat what I said before. You knew the rules when you contracted me, and you broke them. You have other people that can handle those kind of jobs.
We've invested so much in you, we thought it was time to test your loyalty. And it seems you have failed. However, since we have invested so much time and effort in you, we have something else. Another job for you. And I urge you, you must take this shot. Otherwise you will have an enemy in the Myriad.
I smile slowly at him. One doesn't get as far as me in the Myriad without making many enemies.
Yes, well, an enemy of the entire Myriad is a different situation altogether.
I smile a little bit broader, kind of like a smirk. It's funny that Iris thinks she has that much pull in such a segmented group.
Take your chances if you wish. And he slides you over a piece of paper. And this is what it says on it.
What do I need any special equipment for this job, and what intel do you have for me?
He is the Starosta of Pride's Call. He is the dwarven leader of the town. He, shall we say, is becoming a bit too dictatorial for our tastes. He is getting in our way. He thinks he's the boss, and he needs to be taken out. And when he is taken out, we have a suitable replacement for him. It will not be an easy job, but if you do this, you'll get something back from the ground you've lost from not taking the shot.
Would this be the kind of information I'm only given in general, or do I typically receive like where I can find them, what kind of just general intel on the job itself, or is that typically left to me?
It's typically left to you, but this is you would have heard of him, and yeah, he's the leader of Pride's Call, and they want him taken down. And the rest is up to you.
Is there a candle nearby us at all, or an open flame in general?
Yep, there's a lantern, in fact, on the table.
I light the piece of paper on fire, and I tell him he'll hear from me when the job's done.
He nods.
And I leave.
Okay, let's go back to the other voice channel.
And
whoops.
I was just gonna.
Okay, we're back in the same channel. Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to make a perception check to see if I'm followed.
Sure. So let's go back to the other channel, and you can make that roll, and I'll let you know.
The melee side?
Yeah, you can say play it.
Okay, so what were you guys doing while Oranz was off doing whatever Oranz was... Oh, not Oranz, sorry, Riz was doing.
We were just talking shit about Riz.
Oh, yeah.
Accurate.
Wow.
Jealousy's a cruel thing.
Okay, so it's early in the morning now, like 6, 7 a.m. You did spend quite a lot of your time springing this guy. I believe, Atomac, you've got some training to do.
Yep.
I believe, who was the other one? Vivi's got some training to do, so that'll take most of the rest of your days. And this is your last day in Rexentron before you're meeting up with Durlu and heading south to Pride's Call and then across into the mountains to investigate these statues that the Kobolds all has a very large amount of interest in. So Mara, what are you doing during the day while the kids are off training?
I should probably avoid people.
Mm-hmm.
Pray around
Avoid praying.
I feel
There's no
like
problems
openly
with
praying's not a
humans.
good idea. I guess I'll go help at the orphanage. I can do
Sure.
that.
Easy enough to do. So, I mean, there was that little orphan girl you dropped off here. I think her name was Sarah. So you can go back and reconnect with her. Easy enough to do. And what about Connell? What's Connell up to?
Spending time studying. He's kind of dedicating himself more to understanding his power limits and that kind of thing. So.
Okay, cool. And Riz, what are you doing with your free day now?
I need to do a little shopping.
Sure. What are you looking for?
I need a set of mercenary looking clothing. Something that I wouldn't normally dress in.
Okay, so just a set of commoners' clothes, then, in other words.
Ish. More mercenary looking. I already have the leather and the strap, so I would look for 2 sets, one in muted browns and greens and one in muted grays.
Okay, easy enough to do. I think for both of those we'll set you back 3 silver pieces.
Like we also so I had the frost staff. I gave the ring to Mara.
Okay.
So that I had a spell storing. And Mara, you wanted a spell on that, right? Do you figure what spell you wanted?
I
You
don't know what you are capable of.
Many things.
I know like 2 that I would like, but if you have it, I don't even know if you have them.
What is it?
I want find familiar.
Yes, have that one, of course.
Okay. Do you have shield?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
There's 2, but they can hold 5 levels of
Of
spells, so that's 2 of
course,
5.
Mara.
Well, familiar you've seen. Shield is you know,
Honestly,
common.
just put 4 charges of shield in there. And then I think we'll be safe.
You want dark vision. I can run through real quick. I don't know everything I've got, but got a lot now. Take magic, featherfall, mage armor, silent image. I'll tell you what. I'll try to get a picture of this, put it in chat. You shoot what you want, okay?
Okay, that works.
How does it work, transferring spells from a wizard to a cleric?
It just says that I can cast it, as far as I can see on the thing.
But doesn't your
You use the stats of whoever cast the spell into the ring. So say if
Oh.
I was like a fighter, I could still cast whatever Connell puts into it.
Right.
Sorry, misunderstood. I thought Connor was teaching you spells, but he's putting it into
No.
the ring.
Now put it
Yes,
ring.
putting it into the ring, and then I can cast whatever it is.
Yep. Fine. Yep. I was slightly confused, but yeah, absolutely. Put whatever you like in it. Okay. Easy enough to do. So fire up, store up as much as you like in there. Okay. So, sorry, I just got to whisper there. Okay, so your training goes well, Atomac. Your training goes well, Vivi. As I said, you can take those new levels and things as you get them, and fighter and rogue, I believe it was. Yep. But when you level up, but the day eventually ends. Atomac and Vivi are particularly beat up. Arian's done a bit of shopping. Connell's done a bit of studying.
And then I would have. Adamak had told me the night before where he would be training, so I would have went and looked for him and tried to catch him when he wasn't busy.
Okay, so he's kind of training over in this area here, over in the mud ward. Did you want to talk to him, or?
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I would make myself visible to him, but not bother him while he's in the middle of whatever he's doing.
Okay. Well, he's going through some pretty intense training, but towards the end of the day, he leaves this guild-looking hall, which is very interesting because it's made entirely from wood with lots of swirling shapes and not a nail or a dowel or anything like that holding together. Quite magnificent building. But Atomac leaves looking thoroughly beaten up, and yeah, there he is.
I gesture to you from some side wall that I'm leaning against whatever building's in the area.
I'll walk over to you. And hey, how's it going? How'd your thing you had to do last night go?
Complicated.
I
Never
see.
did thank you guys for helping me out with that problem of mine.
Oh, no problem. Don't worry about it.
You guys
Gold's
staying
nice.
in town long?
We're actually heading out tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Looking for another set of hands. I find myself in need of some traveling.
I mean, we can talk it over the group, but I don't think they'll mind.
Oh,
I
does.
nod and
And then,
gesture for you to lead on.
And then I'll head back to, I'm assuming, the inn that we all stayed at.
Or was it Vivi's family mentioned? Vivi.
Oh, yeah. Where did we stay?
I think. I don't know. Where did we stay?
Well,
I know
We
you went
stayed
back
at your
to the
mansion, and I
mansion.
thought we stayed at a tavern sometime.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
So you probably head back to a tavern, a nondescript tavern, and meet up with the rest of them, sans Vivi.
Well, I mean, I guess I would have joined them though.
Sure. Well, let's just say you're sleeping at the mansion, but you're hanging out everybody at the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Didn't mean to write you out of the campaign right there. Let's leave. Let's leave Vivi behind. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Okay, so you're back at the inn. The rest of you are hanging out after a busy day, and you see Atomac and the person you rescued to help, if nothing else, to help deal with Victor's debt. This guy who comes in now with Atomac. You're joined together at a table, and yeah, what do you wish to do?
I nod to everyone.
I'll walk up, sit down, and order myself a stiff drink after a long day of training.
Like,
And some-
can you
and some-
describe what stiff drink is for Eddie?
It's a Queen's.
Oh, that fruity cocktail again.
You know it.
It's awesome.
I'd like to order a red wine and 2 fingers of whiskey.
Okay, that'll set you back 5 silver pieces.
I'll just drink beer.
Beer, a simple silver for a beer.
Okay.
Water for me.
What is on the house?
Nice.
Talk about
Literally,
customer
it's
service.
on top. Yeah, it's kind of getting its usual whiskey.
Cool. As you
Queen's
sit,
water. That's the name of it. Sorry.
yeah, the guy has to dash out to the market to get all the fruity bits and pieces. The tamarind turns out is very hard to find, but it does make you your favorite drink.
Perfect.
And you sit around and you got your drinks, and yeah, you've got someone you're not quite used to chatting with at the table. It's a human that you managed to rescue the other day. It's part of the
Wood elf.
contract to help.
I thought he was an elf.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm a
elf.
wood
Sorry,
elf.
yeah, so wood elf. Yeah, sorry, my apologies. A wood elf. Yep.
And I'll just address the group that Riz here was wondering about traveling with us.
Yeah, that's fine with me. What are you what's making you leave the city though?
Oh, I'm not a local here. I was just here for work purposes.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
But I find myself in need of some traveling that doesn't involve work. You seem like a capable lot and might run into something interesting with you guys.
Yeah, we are going to hell if that's okay with.
We've already been there once. To be honest, Connell's not thrilled, but he's going to go with the group.
Can I do an insight check on their mention of going to hell?
Sure.
Are they fucking with me?
Make an insight check.
Yeah, two things can be true, right?
You get the impression, strangely enough, that they appear to be telling the truth. I mean, we could have someone roll perception or / deception, but with a 30, hard to
It's
imagine.
actually intimidation.
No, but I could make him re-roll.
He tries to spook you, Rez. We're going to hell. But it doesn't throw you, and you get the impression that they're being serious about going to hell.
I just the roll. Sorry.
I take a swig of the whiskey and go, very interesting indeed. It's not a place most willingly travel to.
As you are chatting, another figure comes up. Some of you have met this figure before. It is Turlu, your contact in the COVID soul. And she walks up to you. She's a human female, dark skin, long black hair. And she says, "Oh, I'm glad I'm caught you all. Are you guys suitably prepared for travel tomorrow?"
Yeah. Are we?
Connell sighs as he has to figure out his spells. And so does actually his PC.
So, I hear you have a cart. I assume your cart is still available?
Yes.
Excellent. So just to be clear about our travel plans, we will be heading first to the Amber Crossroads, then across to Eurosa. And we all know what happened in Eurosa. And in case you don't know, Eurosa was destroyed by some type of weird demon invasion, just wiped off the map.
Yeah.
And,
No one knows why.
it's a mystery.
Do I know about this or
You know-
like heard about it?
Oh yeah, it's a talk of the town. Some gateway opened up, devils poured out, and just destroyed the place. And there's talk that it was just lucky that some Crown's Guard and some Righteous Brand were there to drive it off, or pretty much the town was destroyed. And there's lots of panic in Rixentrum because some type of devils have literally destroyed one of their major towns, sort of slightly town with not a great reputation, a lot of underworld crime, but nevertheless, it was an empire city, and the city is literally gone. So they're worried about devils because of this, and they're worried about the dynasty breaking through the Rockcard garrison or Ashcard garrison. In terms of front lines of the war between the dynasty and the empire is very much focused around these two areas. So yeah, you're definitely worried about it, and people are worried about the empire. It seems they have a war on two fronts at the moment. So you've definitely heard it. But Turlu continues. Yes, so well, maybe there's some help we can provide in Neurosa. Then south to Pride's Call, and then into the mountains. I don't think I've met you before, she says, turning towards Riz. Are you part of this group?
I give her a charming smile. Freshly joined.
And what is your speciality? I need to know the people who will be escorting me down there.
You got someone you don't like? I'll make sure they're not a problem.
We're having probably Discord, I think, Malcolm. We have is everybody here?
Yep.
Are you there?
He just disconnected.
Okay. And Mara, are you okay now?
Adamak, you with us? Adamak. Mara's
They're all both of them have Discord problems. They're both also coming from the same house. So
Oh, Mara's typing something. It's okay. Well, there's Adamak and Mara. Yeah, they're literally in the same house. So, but we'll give them we'll give them a pause. Let them. They're in the same house, I believe.
I would assume so. Yeah, that's why I was hinting it. Yeah. Good question, baby, because nobody else is.
Yeah, we all suck. As you can tell by my -1.
Just have to wait and see.
Dang, watch, that's his dump stat too.
Adamak! Mara! Still nothing. Still nothing. Okay, this is me talking.
So can we, if they're on a server with Discord, is there some way we could help with that? I have no idea. I'm not that technical. So
I can try something to try and isolate the problem.
yeah, I think everybody, but maybe myself, and I don't know maybe what you do, but are pretty tech savvy. I'm not tech ignorant, but I'm not that.
I'm not that tech savvy.
Me
I'm
either.
pretty dumb, actually.
Don't go that far.
No, I'm just kidding.
Definitely
But I don't
talented.
know. Yeah. I only started using Discord like this year, so I don't know.
I mean, it's usually pretty seamless, so it must be something on Adamak and Mara's end. Adamak, we see you're muted. Can you hear us now, Adamak? No. There's a way to set us up on a different server.
That's what I was wondering if you could do that and that would help them.
Yep.
But I don't know much about how to do that, so.
It's somewhere in the settings for this.
Okay, open now. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Excuse me.
That's hilarious. They're trying to figure out they're in the same house. Back and forth.
I'm just trying to work out how to change the server. Probably up here. Server settings.
There we go.
Oh, Adamak!
Hey.
I
better.
had to use the browser Discord.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, my browser, my Chrome actually did freeze up. I had to cancel it and go to the other one.
Is Mara trying something similar?
1 second, I'll be right back.
Sure.
Mara put me in charge. First thing I think was Fireball. Not sure how I can use that, but
Wait, your app didn't work. Your application. That's kind of weird. Oh, he's getting Mara.
hey, they saved the day again.
Yeah, the Discord servers are having issues, and whatever servers they're trying to ping across are part of the server issues.
Okay.
Adamak managed to connect via his browser as opposed to the application.
I just went down and told her to try that.
Okay. Mara, you're muted if nothing else.
That's how I started.
Mara?
Hi.
All
Hey!
right. Everyone's back. Are you in your browser, are you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it does not like the application right now.
Yeah, and both
and I
of
could.
you, you're like
Well, and
literally going through the
what's
same
strange is
end.
I could hear
Mhm.
Oran's fine when he phoned me. So I don't know. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, it's the application wasn't. They didn't create the server base for the amount of usage they've gotten, so sometimes it acts like it's getting DDoS when it has high traffic.
Yes.
It's just anti-Canadian.
But everybody's back now, so we'll pick it up. So the main thing is everybody's here. So Turlu says turns to the rest of you and says, this was a contract I had with you, Mara, Connell, Vivi, and Atomac, and we have this new person with us. So I don't mean to be rude, but this is a matter of great importance to the Cobalt Soul. So I need to hear from you that whether you trust this gentleman. And no offense, of course, but I just need to be careful.
I mean,
I trust that. Yeah, I
we
trust
can handle him.
He seems to respect
He-
contracts. Yeah. So I
Mhm.
trust him.
Like
He's
a
not gonna like
hired mercenary.
he seems to be a man of his word.
Consider me your loyal sellsword, and I give a slight bow while seated.
Make a persuasion check, Mr. Riz. Well, I suppose if the rest of you trust him, that's good. And just to be clear, Riz, these people owe me a favor, and they are repaying me this favor by escorting me to Pride's Call. And we have a mission to do to the mountains to the west of Pride's Call. There are some statues there which weren't there before. We've heard reports. The cobalt soul being what it is, we need to know what it is. Our power comes from knowledge, and we need to know about these things. So there is no gold exchanging between myself or the cobalt soul and these people. Do you still wish to accompany them? There will be no gold reward. Is that acceptable to you?
I am well versed in trading in favors.
Oh, a favor it is then. And needless to say, if we come across any items of interest, if the cobalt soul does not have the item in interest, then you're more than welcome to talk about it between you. Any items that the cobalt soul has not seen before, I'm going to have to insist on taking those. Is that clear?
Was that directed directly at me or
At
the group?
everybody.
So can we remind me again why we're in this deal?
Because you did some
Because we
research,
use.
We need to
used
use
the
a library.
you needed to
So-
use the library, which is usually very hard to get into. And it was
Well,
a
we're already
simple-
got in the library, and you're changing the terms afterwards or adding to the terms. I'm not sure that I'm good with the addition of terms.
Well, let me put it this way. The cobalt soul has access to almost all known magical items. The chances of us finding something truly unique are remote. But
So let's discuss it when we do.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If we come across something truly unique, then we'll discuss it then. What you say
Fair.
is true, High Elf, that this was not discussed when we made the deal. But, as I said, the cobalt soul deals in knowledge. And if there's new knowledge to be acquired, then we will discuss it then. But, of course,
Sure.
we still need to go to Pride's Call, investigate these statues, and go from there. Yes, so Amber Crossroads in the morning, Eurosa, to Pride's Call, and then across to the mountains. And then your business are yours. Okay.
Good.
Any other questions?
Nope, works for me.
No. No
Okay.
cues.
So, I will meet you at the city gates at first light. I will be traveling on your wagon. It seems like an easy way to do it, and we'll head south first thing in the morning. Of that, I'll bid you adieu, and I will see you first thing in the morning at the gate. And she sees this gate down here to the south.
Okay.
Okay, good evening. Is there anything else the rest of you wish to accomplish in the meantime?
I want to see my dad, so
Sure.
I can ask him to forgive his golden boy.
Sure. So you can
And
do
then
that,
I wanna bring him with me too.
Victor?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Does anybody else want to do anything, Mara? Or just get a good night's sleep and attack the morning?
Probably just sleep because I can't think of anything at the moment.
Connor, same deal. Maybe do a bit of studying.
Yeah, I'll study. He only needs 4 hours, so he'll spend the time studying. He's trying to be focused.
And Adamek, you're pretty beat up from your day of training, so you're just going to take it easy.
Yeah, I need
Rest
to
up.
rest.
And Riz?
I would like to meditate the first 4 hours early in the night,
Mhm.
and then spend the second half of the night collecting some information on a particular individual.
Sure. That's the individual we discussed before.
Yep, I wanna figure out the day job side of it all concerning them.
Cool. Okay. By the time we get to the place where that happens, it's probably not going to be in tonight's session. So I tell you what I'll do. I'll put together a document at the end of this about what information you do manage to gather, and I'll send it to you between sessions. How does that sound?
That's perfectly fine. I wasn't going to do anything with it today.
Okay. So I'll make a note of that, and we'll do that. Okay, so rest of you get a good night's sleep. Arians does a little bit of snooping around, gathering some information. And VV. Let's say you collect Victor from the... You left him in like a hospital type thing, a temple, right?
No, he was in the inn upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I'll just wheelbarrow him to the house.
Thanks, bro. Not that I don't appreciate the list, but where are we off to? Could we stop for some food somewhere, perhaps? I'm quite hungry.
Yeah, sure.
Why, there's this really nice...
I'll push you there.
I mean, there's this really nice restaurant off in the Shimmer Ward called the King's
nice.
Boots. Let's come and maybe get some food there.
Yeah, we can head to the Shimmer Ward.
Okay, so you head off into the Shimmer Ward in the King's Boot,
Yeah.
and you look at the...
I'm going straight to the to the family
Oh,
house.
it's back that way, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we're not eating at the King's Boots. I mean, if you can't afford it, bro, you just have to say.
Oh yeah, sorry. And I just keep pushing him towards the house.
Okay, so you make your way to the Viol family mansion.
Oh, Viol's my middle name. My last name is Grace.
Oh, sorry, Grace. Excuse me. Yeah, so you enter the Grace mansion. The servants are there. I don't think they've seen you for a while, so they give you a nod, and they let you in, and they crinkle their brow and kind of hold their nose a little bit as Victor passes by. Despite his change of fortune, he still stinks.
Yuck.
Okay.
And then I search for my father, or I request an audience with my father.
Okay, so you kind of go in the common area. Some nice sofas, a nice fire going in the corner. And your father. One of the servants goes and gets your father. And he says, "Oh, well, I didn't expect to see you two, and I definitely didn't expect to see you two together. So, yes, welcome home, I guess."
Hello, father. I found this one on the street, and I have come to an agreement with him that he will return to the family and put some... I put himself to use rather than rotting in the street, making a embarrassment of our name.
Well, he's an embarrassment. No doubt. It seems like being a Grace wasn't good enough for you, Victor. You had to go and scheme on your own, and like, I know. I've seen beggars like you. I mean, it breaks my heart that a Grace would be a beggar on the streets, but I know you must have had some type of debt to pay. And, is this debt paid, he says, turning to Vivi/Vincent?
Yes, I've taken care of it.
And what was this debt that Victor had to pay?
It was 5,000 gold, and I had to save his comrade or something. But I say what exactly it was. I just don't remember as the player.
Yeah, so let me get this straight. Victor, you have disgraced the family name. You have become no more than a beggar. And for some God knows reason, your brother has taken pity on you and paid off your debt. That does not excuse you That does not forgive you. So, I suggest the both of you just leave. We want nothing to do with you, Victor. And Victor says, bro, help me out here. I can't go back on the streets here. Help me out, bro.
Okay. I will say, as the future head of this household, I would like to reinstate him into the family, knowing that I have this leverage over him. I know he can be a good tool for me to use in the future.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Oh, I should have enhanced abilityed myself before this. Okay, persuasion.
Just roll an 18 like me.
Oh!
If you have a DM's inspiration, you can use it. I'm not sure if you do.
I don't.
If you indeed intend to use Victor as a pawn when you're running this house, then you need to run this house first. We've seen very little of you, but I must say, considering, let's say, where we left you when you were younger and where you've risen to now, it's quite the turnaround. So I think when it comes time to run this family, when I've passed away, then you can use Victor as much as you like then. But for now, he is not welcome here. I suggest you both leave.
Damn. Well, all right then. Okay. So
Well,
I guess
me-
we'll leave.
Just let me be more specific. Victor, you are not welcome here at all. But you, son, you can stay here and rest if you like. But Victor, as far as I'm concerned, is no longer a member of this family.
Okay, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna leave with him then, and I'm going to just. Oh well, first I say bye. Okay, very well, and then I head out, and then for the rest of the night, I just want to find a temple to put him in, and pay for whatever fees it costs to fix his legs.
Okay, you find a temple of Illumator. Wait a minute, is Illumator an approved god?
I'll go to the law bearer. I don't know, Arathis.
Sure. Well, you find a temple, a healing temple, where a lot of sick people are, and that they tend to get healed over time. They do insist on 500 gold pieces to bring Victor back to full health, and they say it'll take about a week.
Okay, I'll pay 500 gold. And do I know what kind of like weapons he uses or something? Because I'll get him one of those too for when he's all healed up.
A simple longsword would suffice.
Okay, so I'll get that for him, and then I tell him, don't forget this debt you owe me. I've taken care of everything so that you can heal up and become strong again. For now, I'll let you do whatever you want. But when the time comes, when I call, I expect you to respond.
Sure, bro. I owe you a lot. Are you wanting gold, or what is it that you want? I start working, can I get a bit of coin, pay you back, or?
I'm going to bring revolution to this city, so when that time comes, I'm gonna need you by my side.
Ooh, actually, I'll be your most loyal lieutenant, bro. I got you.
Very well. And I'll shake his hand and leave him to the temple.
Okay. And do you have a flatmates meeting now?
Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll be back maybe. Oh
Okay.
well, not maybe, but I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. That timed out well. Okay, so do you You gather your things. Morning comes, and you gather your horse, your cart with Mr. Ed, and was it Captain Majestic?
Yep.
Captain Majestic and Mr. Ed, your faithful horses and your cart are walked to the front of the town. And Turlu is waiting there for you. I assume everybody turns up. Right then, shall we be off?
Woo.
Oh, that doesn't sound good, Mara.
That my ears hurt.
That's what it sounded like when I called her.
Do you want to try again, Mara?
Yeah, no.
You can
No.
stop.
Yeah, don't.
Anytime you want to stop trying.
Yeah, not good. Just a 6.
I mean, we can try to go to roll 20 sound if you need to.
Yep,
Yeah, my preference, but we can.
that might work.
You want to do that, guys?
I got mine working fine on the app now, so.
So screw Mara, they're gonna say.
Well, she might be fine if she tries to get on the app. I think she was trying her phone.
I was just playing.
Well, let's give her a moment.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we're all gathered up at the city edge at the moment.
Yep, right at the southern gate. Mara!
I walk over to Victor and give him his dagger back that he never asked for.
Cool. And do we have Mara back?
Can you hear me at all?
Yay! Perfect.
Well, perfect as in I'm holding the phone in front of my face.
Oh,
Sadness.
Yeah, we're just
Put a
gonna
head-
deal with what we've been given, though. So
Do you have a headset for your phone? I use
no.
it all the time.
Hmm.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Speaker.
Well, it's working fine for now. So that's the main thing. As I said, this is the hand we're dealt. So let's just move forward. So yeah. So you've got your thing. You've got your cart. So I assume Mara and Atamak are still driving. I assume.
I've got my own horse.
What's Connor going to be doing? Going to be scouting along the side like he usually do?
Yeah. Yeah, he will.
So you get a little bit out of town. Mara and Atamek up front are driving. In the back, Vivi, you're still going to ride inside the cart itself with Turlu? Oh, he's not here. And you're going to be on your own horse. But you get a little bit out of town. What does Connor do here exactly? You have a new companion who perhaps doesn't know something. So how does this?
Yeah, but that's just, what I do is not exactly. I mean, yeah, he changed it to a wolf form, and then in Scouts, he's a wizard, so changing into a wolf form is not exactly.
Oh yeah, sure.
A telltale or anything.
Unless he's a werewolf.
It's crazy talk. But you know, the wizard polymorphs into a wolf and rides alongside. And the way to your first stop is the Amber Crossroads, which takes you a good couple of days there. You visited there before. And the first thing that happens is a gentleman approaches you. I mean, the Amber Crossroads is very much almost an ad hoc market. There's no real city here, but there's lots of markets. There's lots of things going on, people selling stuff, all sorts of things. It's like a market, but without the city. And someone comes up and approaches Mara, actually, and says, it's Mara, right? Mara, nice to see you again.
Do I recognize this person?
You do. This is Forthright Balderdow. He was the merchant who was selling goods at a particularly low cost, like selling swords for copper pieces and things like that. He says, Mara,
yeah.
welcome back to the Amber Crossroads. I've got to say, I don't know what you did, I don't know how you did it, but our problems have been solved. We're no longer selling prices at ridiculously low costs. Everything's going swimmingly. I'm not sure what you did, but I think I speak for all the merchants here. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
Yes, so and maybe as an extra token of our gratitude, maybe you could take something from my stock for free. Just choose any weapon you like or any simple item. Now I'll give it to you. No cost at all. Would you like a nice longsword? I have these shields, these fine battle axes. What would you like? Take your pick.
Does anything look particularly good there?
It's good quality, but nothing's magical if that's what you're asking. But good quality longswords, rapiers, javelins, maces, spears. It's a crossbow, longbow.
Does he have any, like, a pair of earrings?
Oh, a pair of earrings, absolutely. And he goes and gives you a pair of earrings. One of them's got a bright blue stone in it. The other one's got a bright green stone in it. Which would you like, the blue or the green?
Blue?
Blue. There you go. And you'll be most welcome to stay in the Amber Crossroads. You'd be most welcome here. There's not really any place to stay here, but you'd be most welcome. So I won't take up any more of your time. Have a good day. And with your passive perception, you do have a look around for the people you were so generous to. But one of the name was Naldarn. It was the person you gave the money to. You don't see any sign of Naldarn. Okay, so if somebody wants to buy anything, now would be the time. Yes, you can. You can buy 2 daggers. What does a dagger go for? So 4 gold pieces for your throwing daggers.
Easy enough.
Okay, so feeling you've done some good in the world, and the Amber Crossroads is functioning nice. You've got some allies here. You continue on your way. The journey to Eurosa is pretty simple. It takes a number of days. The most interesting thing about it is the excessive presence of both the Crown's Guard and the Righteous Brand. They're very much in full force. As you approach Eurosa, sort of taking about a week out of Rexentrum, taking it easy. There's a well-protected Empire roads. There's no problems. And you come up to Eurosa. Now, Eurosa is a bit of a mess, as you know. Even more Crown's Guard and Righteous Brand soldiers. It seems the Empire is throwing everything they can to try and re-establish Eurosa. One of the Turlu is insisting to go to Eurosa. Maybe we'll back up a bit. So tomorrow, it's on to Eurosa, and then down to Pride's Walk. Is anybody going to protest, or say anything?
Are we close enough to the city to see the damage?
Yes.
I just survey it, seeing as I probably haven't seen it since all this whatever happened.
Do we have to go through Rosa? We avoid Rosa? I've heard it's kind of a mess.
Well, it is a mess. That's why we're going there, to see what assistance we can provide.
I thought you were urgently in emergency trying to head somewhere, not trying to do side support.
I don't imagine we'll be there long, but I'm at least curious to see what's happening there. It's on the main road. I really don't see a way why we need to avoid it. It's literally on our way.
Seems a distraction if you're in a hurry. That's okay.
Be interested to see what's coming to the city as well. Heard quite the tales.
See, it's a tourist site. I mean, we're
Yes, well, they call it disaster tourism. But Turlu does insist, and you do approach Eurosa. And the one thing that is slightly disturbing when you arrive, just on the outskirts of town, there's a very deep pit, and you see as you pass it, there's many bodies inside, maybe 20 or so. And the Crown's guard, who looks thoroughly depressed and miserable, is slowly filling in the grave. And he looks up you and he gives a nod, and you almost see his eyes start tearing up as he's filling in this hole. Does anybody approach him or just move on by? Sounds like
how what time is it in the day?
It's about noon.
Yeah, we kind of gotta keep going. If it was close to stop time, maybe, but.
Well, it's not hard to see that, Orange, everybody looks uncomfortable. I mean, you feel uncomfortable. Mass graves are not a nice thing. You get the impression that with the massacre that happened here, sometimes entire families die, and sometimes the only thing you can do is bury them in a big old hole in the ground. But you go past. You kind of pity the poor soldier whose eyes are literally welling up. He doesn't know. This is not what he signed up for, and it's very depressing. And you look inside and you see there's it's mostly human, but the age range from children to adults all the way up to the elderly. It seems that whatever came through here showed no mercy. And you continue on. This is a bit to the east of the town. It's depressing. And you go along, and there's a bunch of tents on the outskirts of Eurosa as well. Just glancing at Eurosa, it's just plain old not livable at the moment. It's a mess. So you get the impression that these people have almost set up a refugee camp of sorts outside of Eurosa to try and get by as best they can. And you pass by, there's a good 20 or so of these tents, and outside of the tents, it's kind of like a tent city almost. It's very muddy. You can the smell is quite disgusting. Like, that there's no working sewage system or anything there. It's just where you can find it. And you go by tents, and there's some very filthy looking kids that occasionally pop their heads out, and inside you hear some crying as well. One of it sounds like it could be coming from a man. Another tent, a few tents down, comes from a woman. But basically, very, very depressing on the outside of Eurosa. And Turlu picks up and says, "Wow, this is thoroughly depressing. I knew things were bad in Turlu, but bad in Eurosa, but I wasn't expecting, mass graves in this refugee city of sorts. While we need to get to Pride's Call and investigate these statues. I wouldn't object if you wish to stay here for a little bit and help out. What are your thoughts?"
what help can we do? I thought we were on an emergency. Go ahead.
It's still like noon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've been on the road for a few days.
Yeah. Yep.
We're also on an urgent mission. What help can we be beyond? And what kind of help can we offer?
Well, my mission in Ides Call on the statues, it is important to do, but it is not entirely time sensitive. Do you have something else that you need to have done sooner rather
Yeah,
than later?
we have our own urgent mission we had after that, so we need to kind of on our own timeline.
Well, might I suggest we spend the afternoon here and then press on in the morning? Would that be acceptable to everyone?
I would
I-
prefer if we move on for time.
I am inclined to agree with Connell, but I think if it's just one afternoon, we can do at least a little bit of good for these people on our way over. I feel terrible walking by them.
And what are your thoughts on this matter, Atomac? Press on or stay and help?
You know, quite the moral dilemma here. um, he thinks the afternoon isn't that bad.
And new companion here, Riz?
Ah, ma'am, I'm just but a sellsword. Masquerades are never pleasant, but it's not my first one hasn't seen. I'll go where the group wants to.
Be really nice to hear from Vivi about now. Well,
I'd be more concerned about VV shooting somebody.
yes. Well, Well, we need to come to a consensus. So either we need to agree with Connell, who desperately wants to go, or Mara, who wants to stay, and Atomac seems to wants to stay as well. So maybe we'll stay for just a few hours and then head off in the afternoon. How does that say? A compromise. We'll stay for a couple of hours, help out as much as we can, and then press on. This seems like a good compromise. What do you all think? 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. That's very reasonable. I mean, it gets us all a chance to get out and stretch our legs for a little bit at least. What do you mean I sound drunk?
You're just lagging.
We can understand you,
Oh.
though. We can
You're
understand
fine.
you, but you do sound drunk. But we can understand you, so that's the main thing. Okay, so a couple of hours then. Okay. And Turlu immediately gets off the cart and starts going around the tents and helping out as kind of just being there for people. There are some heavy lifting to be done in Eurosa, if that's something that Atomac would be interested in. Sound good to you, Atomac? Do some heavy lifting?
Are there like children, like abandoned children, or are children that have recently become beggars?
You don't see any beggars, strangely enough. They're just hanging around in their tents looking miserable.
But like no displaced kids that like probably lost their parents and have no one kind of thing.
There were some. You get the impression that the displaced kids don't tend to stay displaced, and they've had some been brought in from families. So there's no one particularly obvious that needs help just at this second.
Are we still near that guard that was shoveling the mass grave?
He's a little bit off to the side, about 5 minutes out of town.
I tell the group I'm going to ride over to him.
Okay. As you ride over to him, I'm just going to take a moment to quickly say goodnight to the kids. And hopefully Vivi will be back by then. So I'll be back in just a second, guys.
Sounds good.
I'm going to go refill my drink real quick.
said,
In hindsight,
"Where did you just come from?" I
that's a
said,
cross that worked.
"Oh,
The ocean.
The word Eurosa was mentioned. This is why Eurosa is no longer here.
So that's
Of
a good
course.
campaign or
So
an evil
it's
campaign?
Vivi's.
It's supposed to be a good campaign.
Because we can get real
been pretty
dark here.
good.
I've got that option.
I
It
am
is not gotten
neutral."
that dark.
I mean,
Thankfully.
you guys have acted like, you're definitely not murder hobos.
No.
I mean, there was that debate about what to do with the necromancy scrolls.
Well,
but
that
also-
was yeah.
That wasn't murder hobo though.
I know. I'm saying
Yeah,
I'm saying that's a good thing. So I don't see you guys as murder hobos at all. But mentioning Eurosa though might have been a mistake.
That's just accidental murder, guys. It doesn't count.
Yeah, and to be fair, we hadn't even been in there because we skipped over because Regal was gone. So that's why I thought it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I was kind of backtracking. We did some weird time stuff there because
Yeah,
but
you can blame the time wizard for this then.
always blame the time wizard.
Right.
Okay, well,
That's fair.
regardless, it sounds as everybody's back. Are you with us, Riz?
I am.
Okay, so we'll pick up from where we left off. All my kids are safely in bed now, which is great. So you head back 5 minutes back out of town. Obviously, you don't really want a mass grave inside of your own town. And you see this poor soldier slowly shoveling dirt back in there. And he's filthy with all the dirt that's blowing around. And he's just filling it up. And he sees you approaching. He just gives you a nod of his head and continues his grim task.
I hop off my horse and I pull out a flask and I take a swig of it and I walk over and I offer it to him.
He gratefully accepts it, takes a deep swig and hands it back and says, "Thank you, friend. I needed that."
And then I tell him to go ahead and take a seat, and I grab the shovel and start shoveling for him.
He taps you on the back and he sits down, and there's actually a shovel next to him, but he doesn't grab it. He just kind of stares off into space, grim. And so you eventually fill the hole, add it down. Yep.
The full time while we're here in the 2 hours, Collins is going to be like routinely casting Unseen Servant, so he casts every 10 minutes. So he has a bunch of servants running around, basically helping bring food, clean people up, hand things to them. It's just like a bunch of they can't see him helping people out, basically.
Nice.
Should be like 1 per 10 minutes of it, basically.
Okay, cool. The guard does come up to Riz though and says, "Thanks for that, friends. I feel like we need to say a few words. I'm not good at that. Do you want to say a few words?"
I look at the grave for a minute, and I reach into my cloak, and I pull out a single raven feather, and I drop it into the grave, and I say, "Balance betrayed them, but we'll make sure it doesn't happen again."
The guard taps you on the back and then returns to the town proper. Mara, what are you doing?
I mean, if Riz is like helping fill in the hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will go assist with that. I can't do my healy do where I am at.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so we'll just say that the three of you do that. Connell's unseen servanting. Vivi?
I actually don't know what's going on.
So you're at the Amber Crossroads. It's a mess. There was a mass grave on the outside of town with about 20 or so bodies on it, but that's filled up now. There's almost like a refugee city outside of the town proper. A lot of tents, You heard some crying inside of the tents. It's a mess. There's no working sewage system, so the place just reeks to all high hell. And you see a lot of Righteous Brand and the other ones are basically trying to clean up the mess in Eurosa, moving a lot of lumber around and things like that.
Is anyone hurt?
No one's obviously hurt. Nope. There's no
not-
no triage or anything. Just a depressing place. You get the impression they've either healed up or maybe transported to Rex and Trim for some proper medical care. But everybody here is at least able-bodied.
I'll just help them do whatever they're doing then. Like, if they need help, I'll help them out.
Sure. So just say you help clean up some of the mess inside of the town, trying to get it back. And finally, Atomac.
Yes.
What you doing?
Whatever Atomac can do with his beefiness. He's not
Okay.
good for much else.
Heavy lifting, in other words.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you spend a good couple of hours cleaning up, and just as you're about to leave Turlu, a gentleman comes up to you. He's about, maybe at a glance, 50 years old. He does arrive on horseback, and it's a nice horse. I mean, the horses, Mr. Eden, Captain Majestic, are definitely horses for pulling things. This is a horse that could be ridden into battle. It's a magnificent specimen. And he jumps off. He's dressed well. He's got rather large black boots on it. So, I'm sorry. I'm glad I caught you. Would you mind if I have just a word with you before you leave?
Who are you talking to?
He's addressing the group as you're kind of up in your carriage there.
Okay.
Are we all back together at this point?
Yeah, all back together. You're about to head off. I says, yes. So, if you wouldn't mind, I'd just like a quick word. So my name is Hendrik. Let's me start there. My name is Hendrik, and I'm interested in working together with the town of Eurosa to bring it back from its former glory to its former glory. You guys seem quite capable. Is there something maybe you can help me with? I'm talking long term here, not right here and now, but something long term.
What do you mean by helping?
Well, I want to rebuild Eurosa back to its former glory. It's going to take a lot of work, but not to put too fine a point on it, but I do have the coin that could start bringing this town back. And I need certain people who could fetch me things and bring me back to Eurosa. Would that be something you'd interested in?
I mean, we're a little busy at the moment, but I mean, if you have like an itemized list of what you would like, possibly.
I do have an itemized list. Perhaps, yes, what's your name, young lady?
It's Mara.
Mara, nice to meet you, Mara. As I said, my name is Hendrik. I could go over this list with you, yes?
Is he like military or like nobleman?
Oh, definitely noble. You can tell by nothing else by the boots that he wears. They're not military boots. They're boots to avoid keeping mud out and still look nice.
But he's riding a war horse?
A war horse would be a... No. Yeah, I mean, a war horse...
Nice horse.
A nice horse.
Well-trained horse, yeah.
A horse you'd maybe play polo with, but maybe not take into battle.
Gotcha. I'd like to ask his his reasons. Like, what's his stake in rebuilding the town?
Well, I mean, what is anybody's stake in? I mean, if I can rebuild Eurosa and help people get back on their feet, then I don't think it's unreasonable for me to ask for a percentage of the profits, at least until they've paid me back.
Can I do an insight check on that? I want to see if he's
You
above
sure?
board or if he's a vulture over a fresh carcass.
That's
Yeah.
what I would also like.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Okay. Just give me 1 second here.
Well, would this be considered trying to figure out a lie, or is this a little different from that?
Oh, let me roll something. Well, it's tough for you to get a read on him, at least, Riz.
Well, if it's detecting a lie, then it's an 18. But if it's a little bit more complex than that, then yeah, it's a natural 1.
Okay, so you are... Okay.
You get the impression that Mara, at least, that he does intend to rebuild the town. Maybe he's not being entirely honest that he'll get paid back until he breaks even. Maybe he's going to continue it on for there. And in the back of your mind, you almost say, oh, it almost seems reasonable, you're right? He's going to rebuild the city and make a profit doing so. But at least he's offering to rebuild the city. So I've several things. I mean, the most pressing thing is lumber. I don't know, but Mara, you seem to be speaking. Maybe we could go over this list while the rest of your companions, they can help rebuild the city. It won't take 10 minutes. Or might we have a word, Mara?
Yeah, I guess for a quick few minutes. We are on the way, or heading out, but yeah, of course.
Okay, well, come with me, and he kind of walks you to the edge of the town and starts going over the list with you. What are the rest of you doing?
Just listening on the side.
Yeah.
I wait
I'll
by the
do
cart.
Same.
Just 1 second. So, tomorrow we will be needing lumber, a lot of lumber. So, at your earliest convenience, maybe in the next day or two, if you could bring me back some lumber, that would be great.
Okay.
Okay. So I suggest you just rest up here for the evening, and the morning, there's a forest just off to the side of Eurosa here, right here. I have some contractors out there. If you could help transport the lumber from the lumber camp back to here, and that should keep you busy tomorrow. I assume that will be fine.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So thank you, everyone. It's nice that we can have in this arrangement, and I look forward to better things in the future for the town of Eurosa.
What was this guy's name again?
Hendrik. My name is Hendrik. Nice to meet you. Okay. Turlu said, well, that was odd. But I think it's best that we be moving on now.
Well, are we? I mean, Eurosa's in great need right now.
So is. I mean, we got a mission.
I know, but
So do you want to prevent
it
more
won't
that's
take
happening?
long.
I feel trying to prevent this from happening again. I'm more worried about those who are alive than those that are not now. Because I mean, they're still after this thing. If we don't get this taken care of, we're going more people gonna get hurt. But I'm pretty sure somebody will get hurt before we get there at this point.
Is this all being said in the group, or like
Yes.
one-on-one?
I mean, we're all a group, so I'm not being too. Probably should have said this thing, but yeah.
Hendrik.
I mean,
Hendrik comes back and says, "Is there a problem?"
Yeah, I think that they're just a little eager to leave at the moment. But I still think that we can get this done.
With the lumber, well, that would be good.
I have to point this out though. Okay, so Colin's just out arm wrestled at work. In chat. It's important to note. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You stop that.
What wizardry did you do?
Nope.
But in all seriousness, this shouldn't take us long. I mean, we're strong. I know that we can do this really quickly.
How much lumber is he asking for? Like shipments, or go cut down a couple trees?
If I may interject, Amara did agree to take some of the lumber from the forest and bring it back to the city to help rebuilding. It shouldn't take at most half a day. Oh, you seem to have some problems, Hey Alf, but I think I've made my point clear. Do you agree with me? Perhaps you could do this quick favor for me.
Okay.
All right then. Seems we agreed. Well,
Wait, are we getting paid by this guy?
It's for the good of the city, friends.
I give him a look and I go, "But we're getting paid, right?"
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting paid for the kindness of our deeds. Like there's no monetary value to that.
But we do have a mission to do, Mara.
I know,
And
but
if
this
we're
won't
not
take
getting
long.
paid, then
I just filled in a 25 by
no.
25 hole.
I actually in character I will. So I guess I'm help.
Well, I look forward to you doing a job well done first thing in the morning, and it won't take half a day, and then perhaps you could be on your way. So I'll bid you adieu, and he gets on his rather nice horse and heads off north.
Dang.
Why the
Like
fuck
out of
is
this-
he not helping us cut down some trees?
Boots that shiny, he's never seen mud.
To see a boot up his ass.
Yeah. We should fucking kill him, Adam.
I ain't gonna kill him. I'm not a savage like you.
Was he
Whoa. I'm not a savage.
was he heading north out of the city, or like
Yep.
just to the northern part? Okay.
Cross open fields.
Guess we're gonna cut down some trees then.
Can I pull Adamak aside? I guess we're staying here for the night then? Or are we moving on?
Tulu gives a big sigh. Well, it seems like you're in a hurry, but not in a hurry anymore. So, yes, let's make camp here as best we can.
Wait, actually, I'm sorry. Didn't those statues only come up at like a certain time?
Say again,
Isn't that what Turlu said? That the statues were going to only come up like at a certain time, and then that's why we needed to go. Like, are we on a time frame for her?
She said she's not. She wants to get there, but it doesn't matter. There's a day or two wasted. But I think Connell said that he was in a hurry because of other reasons. So you guys in a hurry, not so much Turlu though.
If it's fine with her, then that's fine with me.
You guys do charity work a lot?
I know I do.
I do.
Oh yeah, she does. You missed it, but she like gave a lot of money away to some fucking thieves. That was pretty whack.
What a terrible way to put it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Well,
Interesting.
let's set up camp. I mean, get this damn logging out the way. So unless there's anything else people want to do, I mean, it seems exceptionally odd, but let's get it done.
What time is it?
It's mid-afternoon by now.
Enough time for us to get these trees cut down today?
I was just gonna say.
It's not cutting trees, it's transporting lumber from the forest back to Eurosa.
Okay.
She said the trees were already cut.
I mean, if we want to be proactive about this, we could head there right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's get
Let's get. We're gonna hurry. Let's get it done.
Okay, so you head into the forest. You look around. It's easy enough to see a bunch of logs that have been cut. You figure that using your cart is quite obviously the best way. And so you spend the rest of the day going well into the night, because this is a big job, to transport the lumber from the forest back into Eurosa. And since you're working hard into the night, can everybody make me a constitution save, please?
Would it save time if we each individually used our horses to... I don't know the size the logs are, but could we put a couple logs to each of our horses if we're not riding them to drag them back to town?
It would save a little bit of time, but it's a big chance. Let's see. All fine so far. Adamak, fine. It's just Riz. Yeah, take a point of exhaustion, buddy. It's exerting through the night. But you do get it done again. Hendrik actually returns. He heard word, apparently, that you did it and said, "Oh, well, that's a fine job. Thank you very much. Whereabouts are you heading to next?"
Your gold purse.
I
like this man.
I don't think you know how charity works, Riz.
Where are you heading to?
I believe
Pride's Call.
Pride's Call.
Pride's Call, great. If you could bring me back some Pride's called silk from there. Pride silk. It's quite the desirable item. So if you could bring me some back, that would be good.
Oh, of course.
Hey,
are we going back to Eurosa?
Well, once you've concluded your business in Pride's Walk, just come back to Eurosa and brings me back some of that Pride silk. That would be great.
Riz starts frantically looking around, double-checking his horse. And then he looks at the nobleman and goes, "I don't see the sign that says lackey anywhere."
Oh.
Well, you don't have to do it. I assume you could do me this favor, Connell and Mara. No problem, right?
Of course, it's no problem.
Okay, and I do have your word for this.
Yep.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have much business. Yes.
Are we going back to Eurosa?
Wasn't the plan.
Yeah, your town is the opposite way. I'm sorry, but nah.
Well, we just gave him his word. It won't take too long. I mean, it's straight down the main road.
We're going to the mountains after Pride's Call.
Pride's Call, and then we have to go to Festerpool.
Yeah, Pride's Call is just a stop to resupply our supplies or whatever.
Pride's Call is like a 4 or 5 day one-way travel.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, man, but no.
Well, maybe you could ship it back then.
And then I look around and it's like, with what?
Well, there's it's Pride's. It's a very popular trades route. I mean, Pride's called silk is in great demand.
Well,
You
do
just
you,
have
do
to
you
make sure
have
a package
money
gets back
for
to me.
shipping then?
Just tell them Hendrik sent you. No, they will understand.
And are we picking it up for you, or are you making us buy it, or?
Oh, Mara, you know I'm good for the money, right?
Of course I know.
What the
Do
fuck
we
is
know-
going
I
on
pull
right
This man
Mara
hasn't-
aside.
I haven't seen any of this man's money yet. How do we know he even has any?
I pull Mara aside a little bit. I'm like, look, I don't know how you guys operate, but vultures like these, they're never good for the money.
No, don't worry about it. I've known him for a long time. I know he'll pay it back.
Oh, you know
Does
this
she
guy?
know this guy? Can I insight her?
Yeah,
Like
same.
under the influence of something?
Okay, yes, you can. Mara, can you make a deception or a persuasion check? But just whisper it.
Oh, I don't know shit.
Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
something. Mara seems generally attached to this guy, but to say she's known him for a long time, that seems a stretch. But she's definitely got up some type of bond with this guy, as has Connell.
What the fuck?
I shrug. It's your money.
I'm not concerned about money. It's all good.
We're good.
Yeah, she's not. She's a country bumpkin.
But you also do things for your friends. It's all good.
All right, whatever. Guess we'll ship it back to him then.
Okay, so Hendrik makes his leave. You set up camp. You get a thorough night's sleep. You still have that point of exhaustion though, Viz, if that comes up, because of the hard work through the night.
How do I get rid of it? Because I only have to.
Long rest.
My long rest is only 4 hours.
Yep, but you still have a point of it. It's probably not going to matter unless something happens during the next day, but you do have a point of exhaustion for this day.
Okay.
Okay. So the morning comes. Unless there's anything other people want to do, you can make your way down to Pride's Walk, along the Pride's Walk Road. You good?
Yeah, we had there, I guess.
Okay. So you start
So-
Yep.
Well, I was just say some point along this road, if I can catch either Mara or Adamak alone, I want to inquire as to what exactly our mission is past going to Pride's Call.
Take your pick. Speak to Mara or Adamak.
Well, I wasn't sure if is one of them driving the car or is
Ooh.
We're technically both.
They're
We
both up
switch
front.
on and off.
okay. I'd probably try and catch Mara when she's not driving the cart and is on a horse, and just add like, so what's this trip to the mountains all about? You mentioned going to hell, and this place was ravaged by some demons and devils, and you guys seem to kind of know what's going on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just give her a look. You've made several.
I look down at the ground and make no eye contact with you after this point.
Oh no!
So that one
goes,
becomes an 18. So her deception and my insight were equal.
Is that reliable talent, is it?
No, it's eye for a deceit, or ear for a deceit. I'm trying to link it. There we go.
Oh, sure. Okay, so 18. So the way I rule it, when it's equal, nothing changes. So
So it's just incredibly awkward.
yeah, let's say it's awkward. Mara's, I'm going to say, not the best at lying. despite
No.
her 18 roll. So, yeah, it's awkward. She's obviously avoiding what you're saying, and she's not doing a very good job of it.
Look, Connell already mentioned not letting this happen again, so you guys know what happened here. You kind of let that one slip.
Well, I mean, of course everybody knows what happened in Eurosa. Like, we were nearby. We were over by the ruins when this happened, so
How
you
many
know.
know how to prevent it from happening again? Because you seem to know how to keep it from happening again. Look, I'm not trying to pry into your personal life. I just want to know what I'm signing up for.
Well, well, I don't want you to get hurt either. Okay, well, I mean, we were being a little bit more, truthful when we were saying about, going to hell. That is an accurate statement as to what we will eventually be doing. And by all means, like, I don't mean to say that you have to come with us to hell, but we're going there.
I don't mind coming. I just want to be prepared. Rather not have sudden surprises when it could be life or death situations.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just I mean, after we're in after we go to Pride's Call, we're going to Festerwill Pool. It's apparently quite a dangerous area to go to. But we have to go there as part of this whole going to hell sort of thing. It's kind of like a step on the master plan of getting there, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to hell to save my mom, Mara.
I know.
I thought it's not related to the pool.
It is
Oh, well,
semi-related.
we followed the threads to come to that inference. I forgot.
There are some things that are related together between those two, so it's not necessarily a lie, and it's a gray truth.
No,
A white truth.
That's fine. He just look. I don't want to pry. Just want to know. You already told me we're going to hell, and I still signed on. So I'm not really worried about the danger part.
That is very fair. That is very fair. In fact, why are you not worried? That's kind of questionable.
About the danger or about going to hell?
Both.
Oh,
I
my
mean,
soul was
we haven't.
condemned there a long time ago.
Okay, but Riz,
Okay,
we're not even
Princess.
paying you.
Should
You're
we
not a very
negotiate
good
this?
sellsword if we're not paying you.
If you wish to pay me, I will allow it, but I wasn't asking for payment.
But why?
Needed to get out and travel.
I think they call those adventurers. I don't think they call them sellswords. I mean, that's what I am.
Oh, is that the term you guys use? I guess I'm an adventurer then. And plus, you guys saved
She's
me.
sarcastic, bro.
I feel a debt needs to be paid, and I'm not big on being indebted to people.
Okay. And while we're being honest about things, so just so you know, if I am chanting to a god that is
Did she cut out?
Yeah,
She cut out. Yeah.
Whatever we do, no matter what happens, don't.
Are you with us?
See, even her
thing is-
god doesn't want her to tell other people.
Yeah, right.
her
Great timing.
her icon has the green ring around it.
Yeah,
So
I
I
see
think
that.
there's something wrong on her end.
Yeah.
She may have muted on the phone or something.
No, I don't think so. Didn't show that.
Where did I cut out?
Just as you're about to explain about, I assume,
Illegal gods.
illegal gods.
Can she hear us?
Whatever you do, don't. Oh, she's dropped out of Discord. Do we have you back, Mara?
Hello?
Ah, there we
Hey.
go. You're back. You're back.
There she is.
Oh, okay.
Things started about while we're being honest.
If you see me chanting,
Oh, don't call the cops.
Don't call the cops.
I already know that you have some weird things going on.
your faith is your own. I care little for the politics that keep deities in and out of favor.
Oh, that is, and I am all with that. But apparently here they don't like that much. I learned that.
I get real close. I get real close and I whisper, they don't like it when you kill people either, apparently. It's kind of crazy.
She doesn't like that either.
My, look at you.
She looks at you in like mild confusion and she's like, okay, but what do you mean by that? Like, that's a very morally gray section. Like,
Depends on who you're killing, doesn't it?
yeah, that's exactly it. Sort of. I don't know.
Easy,
This whole
you'll get along
entire
really well.
thing has just been weird. I would prefer if there was no killing, but I think that's not an option at this point. I've come to that realization.
I kind of just look back in the general direction of Eurosa and mouth without really saying, no killing. And then kind of speed up my horse a little bit and ride ahead.
So I'm not sure if that made things clearer or murkier for everybody, but it was interesting to tune in for the conversation regardless. At about midday, a little bit after midday, that thing I said to you, Connor, and that thing I said to you, Mara, is no longer true.
So I just look at Mara.
Do we know?
We figured it out, right?
You start to question why you said the things that you said, and I'll let you try and deduce it from there. Like, why exactly was this guy your friend? Why are you fronting him money? What the hell? What's that all about?
Can I ask an out-of-game question?
Sure.
Just assuming I have an idea, but would we have seen any indications of him doing that?
No. There was no, like, waving of hands or anything like that, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, pretty much.
I spelled the shit out of that.
Well, I was just checking against, like, passive perception if we would have seen him trying to sleight of hand it or something.
Nope, there was no... Like, he didn't bring out powdered silver from his hand. He didn't wave his hand in funny ways. He just talked to them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't think I know any nobility. Except for Vivi.
I know nobles, but that's not that type, not from there.
What's the guy's name? Hendrik?
And I'm not
Yep.
exactly an only trusting person these days.
Ah, plot twist.
He used the meta magic, the subtle one, on you.
It's not Regal.
No, sure, it's not.
Or Damien. Or Damien, for that matter. Turlu says, is there a problem? What's going on?
We didn't I mean, she saw all the interactions, right?
Yeah, and she saw it
She
and
was
was
there.
confused by it because you
Yeah, we.
expressed great urgency and that you delayed.
Yeah, so we didn't know the guy. I mean, we never met him before. I mean, the feelings we had were not didn't make sense.
Turlu, you're from the Cobalt Soul. Would you know anything about any sort of magical thingies that could do that?
Can you do an Arcana check for that?
Yes, you can. She says, well, I mean, there are spells that can charm people, no doubt, but I did not see the gentleman casting a spell.
Could I do a history check? Would that have that whatever he did, may that have rung any bells to something we've done for cons or
Yes, you
missions?
can. You can make a history check. And what exactly were your arcaning, Mara and Vivi? Ooh.
Just if I know. Ooh, wow.
If I knew what that.
If-
Yeah, if I could
yeah.
figure it. And it's unnatural, so I mean, it was a wizard. I'm first gonna think that he did something magical. So if I could figure out what kind of thing he might have done.
I was just trying to go through spells that could have done it.
There's definitely spells that everybody who wrote a Arcana check knows about, but this guy didn't appear to cast a spell. I mean, things just do not slip past you, Mara. You pick up things very, very easily. If he was doing something subtly with his hands, he's either A, incredibly good, or B, wasn't doing anything magical.
Or it's innate, or he used the item. The other two options, right?
It could be innate, it could be an item.
So
History.
with
What exactly are you historying here? You're trying to work out.
I'm just wondering if maybe we've used items or just anything like that to bypass security guards, get into a party we aren't supposed to be in. Something that where like you couldn't just walk up and wave a hand and get it done. You needed to be really subtle about.
In terms of items, in terms of other jobs you've done to get the drop on people.
Items, poisons, just anything I could think of that's like, how would have I pulled that off?
Not items. It could probably done with poison, but they did. You did not see them exchanging food. You did not see them exchanging drinks. You did not see a blow dart.
Did I ever see him touch either one of them?
He did not touch either one of them.
Okay.
Turlu pipes up. Should we be concerned about Eurosa? Has these type of effects on you? Might this be bad for Eurosa? Not as if things could get any worse, but surely this can't be good for them.
What would Riz know about demons, devils, anything, or would that be like outside his scope?
You can make a history check, but at disadvantage, because you're very much,
Right.
in the world, as it were.
So 15.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in the same way that it's kind of impossible to be an atheist in this world. It's impossible not to believe in demons and devils. So you know of them, but that's about it.
I have a theory, but there's no way Riz would know it.
Okay.
So should we be concerned about this, Hendrik? I mean, he's obviously from money. He's obviously wanting to rebuild the town, but for what purpose?
I mean, I agree that it's concerning, but at the moment we do have a little bit more stuff kind of on our side that we have to deal with. I mean, so long as the town is actually being rebuilt,
Yes.
I mean, we can send word that there's happenings. I mean, there would be a way to get back to, like, a message to the Cobalt Soul so that they could investigate this, or to Rexentrum so that they could investigate this, correct?
That is true. Maybe we'll send a message back from Pride's call. Maybe that's our best bet. I mean, you're right. The town is getting be rebuilt. He does seem invested in that. I mean, mean, maybe we just put a pin in it, and maybe it's something good we could do for the Eurosa in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's as good as can come of it, and I'm sure it's gonna come back and something to solve later. But we've got a pretty something we need to handle and do. And I don't have enough information to say that it's that bad. If he's trying to do something and cheat people out of something, get some money out of it, it's not the type of level I'm willing to sacrifice our time for. You know.
Tulu.
Okay, so let's press on, and maybe if I mean, I'm coming back this way for sure. I'm not sure about yourself. I mean, your debt to the Cobalt Soul ends once we work out what happens at these the statues.
Tulu, it might be worth investigating what he stands to gain being the lead on rebuilding the city. Might point some fingers as to his bigger gain.
That's true. Maybe I'll get some compatriots to come and investigate a little bit further, and maybe they can relay that message to us somehow. But let's press on. Eurosa, it seems, has problems. As does Rexentrum, as does Pride's Call, as does Icehaven, as does Zadash. I mean, we are literally at times of war.
All right.
So you press on. You get through the evening. That point of exhaustion, Riz. Poof, no more. Oh, those history checks and everything should have been at disadvantage anyway. So that natural 20 was a 10. So count yourself lucky I gave you more than maybe I should have. Pressing
Forgot
on.
it.
Yeah, that's all right. It's an easy thing to remember. Easy thing to forget. Okay, so easy thing to remember. What does that even mean? So you guys continue along Pride's Walk Road. You've been this way before, heading down to this area. About halfway through the journey there, the weather starts getting really, really bad. Thankfully, it's getting slightly warmer the further south you hit. I mean, Rexentrum, it was super cold. Icehaven, same type of thing. But the weather is turning a little bit more pleasant in terms of temperature-wise. But the thunder and the rain is just going nuts. It's a huge storm. Can I? Who's driving at the moment? Is it Mara or is it Adamek?
That is the question.
Turret, roll a D20, 1 to 10. It's Mara. It's Mara. So Mara, the horses start getting really, really spooked by this thunder. It's just almost unending. Can you make me an animal handling check, please? Wow, good job. So, for the next hour or so, you do your best. You're almost physically exerting your will onto these animals, and they're still spooked and they're running. They're trying to buckle away. You're really struggling to get hold of them, and visibility around this place is getting close to zero just with this torrential rain. As you're struggling to control these horses, you see an old man, just a human guy, balding, grey hair, covered in some type of oil skin, and says, kind of shouts through, "Are you guys okay? Are you good? Would you I give you shelter in my home? Get out of this weather, come! Get out of the storm! You're gonna kill yourself or your horses, come!"
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and he grabs the reins of his horses and he tries to calm them down as best he can, and he starts pulling you off to the side of the road, and just off, just off the side of the road, not very far, about 10-20 meters, you see a rather nice little cottage there, and he starts leading your horses towards there. Okay, just this way, not much further.
We lost a DM.
As we get close, can I make a perception
We're
check?
gonna lose me.
We hear you.
Yeah, you can make a perception check. And was there something there, Connell, as well?
He was asking if he couldn't hear you.
Oh. Okay. Can you hear me now, Connell? I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect. How's that?
I hear you, no problem.
Yeah, I
Can
can hear you fine.
I can hear you.
Connell, can you hear me now?
Oh, Connell, you're having the same issues that we were having.
You can't hear anyone, Mara.
I know. that thought just crossed my mind.
Man, we are not having much luck with Discord tonight. Connell, how's that? Is that better?
Yep, I'm here.
All right.
Oh, hi.
So we'll pick it up. So the guy grabs the it's evil tonight. The guy grabs the reins of the horses, and he's almost got a calming effect on them. This gentle soul, it seems, says, "Oh, come this way," and it's got a little stable off to the side, and he leads the horses into there, disconnects it from the cart, and leads them in, and says, "Yes, come with me, come out of the storm, come."
What do I see as we approach the cottage?
You see, it's a single-story dwelling. It looks quite nice from the outside. It's been maintained. There's a little bit of slushy snow outside. While I said it's getting warmer, it's still not warmer, but you suspect that this rain will drive it away. There's a little outhouse off to the side, and he ties your horses up. Come inside.
So, so Connell's will go in last, so he can cast without seeing you cast detect magic on.
Okay, you cast detect magic.
Yeah.
Nothing unusual pings.
Yeah, it's more when I go in. Follow people in after that.
Yep, if something pings, I will let you know. Just come in from the cold. Come in. You guys going?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, thank you, stranger.
Oh, no problem, sir. So my name is Max. It's nice to meet you. This is my wife, Ashley. Come inside. And you go into the dwelling, and they lead you through an entrance way. It's quite nice. It's well decorated. It's tasteful. Kind of a little odd in that it's decorated so nicely. There's like he welcomes you into the living room, and there's a nice big bear rug on the side there. There's some what do you call it, like an antler head on the wall. Nice table. There's even a chandelier. It's a chandelier that you'd have to light with candles. But you enter in, he's got the fireplace roaring away. He says, "Oh my goodness, haven't seen weather like that for a while." And the one thing you notice is everywhere are these little containers just scattered everywhere in corners, leaning up against walls. They're unusual, and you almost have to find yourself stepping around them as you enter this cabin. And he goes, "Oh, sorry about all those stuff. It's just a little work I'm doing that I hope will help the Empire. But come in, grab a seat.
You were out quite a ways in that storm to have seen us.
I know. Well, we are at war. I try and help the soldiers when I can, and you guys look in a spot of bother with your horses. But we do what we can in these trying times."
Do I feel like he's lying to me?
Make an insight check. No, he seems just like a nice guy.
Wow. A genuine soul.
Yeah, so, yeah. Grab a seat. Excuse all these containers. It's just some jobs I'm doing for the Empire. Well, I hope so anyway.
What do you need so many containers for?
Well, see, I know we're at time of war, and me and my wife Ashley here. Well, I was a bit of an alchemist in the past, and I've been trying to brew some potions for the Empire, and some of them have worked, and some of them kind of work, and some of them work as not intended. But I'm hoping to crack it and give the Empire the edge they need in this battle.
What kind of alchemy work you do?
Oh, mixing potions. I mean, trying to get some healing potions going. Some of them do work, but it's the side effects that I've been worried about.
So do you be real lucky anything for that, Malcolm? For a sleight hand or anything?
Going to use Mist Tomar, another set pointing under. Make a sleight
At a
of
point when I did that, yeah.
Make a sleight of hand check.
That was a 20 when you go through. Me roll again.
20. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
The guy is mostly concerned about your well-being, it seems, so he doesn't notice you doing that.
Okay.
So why don't you just tell Mara what you were messaging her?
Okay, so yeah, Mara and Vivi and Eddie and all of you, really. I'm trying to message 101, basically. This magic is pinging from the jars.
Okay.
Trying to do it subtly.
So yes,
He said he was an alchemist.
Yes.
It's magic, though.
Yes, I try and brew these potions for the Empire. I've kind of got it, but yes, so some of the side effects are a bit off. Are you Empire loyalists?
Yes, I am. You said you're an alchemist?
Yes.
So that means he's an artificer also? Or
I brew
Alchemy
potions.
is not magical.
I brew
Yeah,
potions.
not
That's what
magical.
I do.
You ever brew poisons?
I know poisons. As I said, I'm trying to get stuff that will help the Empire in this great battle
Yeah.
against the dynasty.
he's a nice guy, Riz. He's trying to help people, not hurt people.
Gotta hurt people to win a war.
No, that's true.
Yeah, these are difficult times. Are you? So, you sir, what's your name? He says, pointing at Vivi.
Oh, I'm Vivi. From Rexentrum.
From Rexentrum. Well, you seem like a loyalist. Perhaps I could give you one of these potions.
Ooh,
I'm going to.
okay.
I'm gonna also do this while this is happening.
On Max.
Yep, the guy.
And what save does he get?
It's a wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
He fails. So you get surface thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Empire trash.
That's what I'm checking. Here, let me just let Vivi drink poison in front of me. That'll be fun.
Sounds like fun.
Just whispering you
well-
something,
I
Mara.
already,
Watch
already
it
told
squirm.
you that the potions are magical, so I wouldn't drink it. Yeah, it's up to Vivi.
Well, alchemists make magic potions. That's why I was unsurprised that they were.
Alchemists don't necessarily know.
Well,
Alchemy can be poisons and whatever, but not necessarily magical.
here's
But aren't
Max.
healing
He described
potions-
himself as an alchemist, and
Right.
Connell says that they are magical. So make of that what you will, but that's what he said. So,
Aren't healing potions considered magical?
yes, healing potions are considered magical. So this is a lotion, Vivi, and he picks up one of the containers, and you see it's almost like a skin cream almost. Actually, I brewed this. We're quite fortunate. There was a traveling salesman, and it actually had a lizard man's spine, if you can believe this. But this potion, if you put it on your skin, you'll have a potion of giant strength. You'll have the strength of giants.
Ooh.
Does it also
That's
come with
cool.
side effects?
Well, that's the thing. I can't tell the side effects until after it is used. I mean, I've been trying some of them out, and some of the things haven't been thing. I've grown feathers. I've grown twice the size. I've flipped half the size. All sorts of things. But Vivi, if you'd like this potion of giant strength, You're more than
Yeah.
welcome to it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, friend.
Okay, and just 1 second. Let's see exactly. Can you roll me a d20, please?
Oh, wait, he's asking me to put it on right now?
No, I'm not, I don't know exactly what type of giant strength it is, so I'm just going to use a random roll to determine it.
11.
Okay, so he's claiming this is a potion of giant strength, and in particular, it's a potion of fire giant strength, which will give you a strength of 25 for 1 hour, if everything he says is true.
I'm gonna. This is gonna sound so stupid. I'm casting suggestion on him as per my read thoughts, and I am suggesting to him, that it may make more sense to do alchemy in a clean environment, since you're probably mixing all your potions together. So you should probably clean your house.
The house is reasonably clean. It's not the type of place you'd want surgery, apart from all these containers everywhere. Relatively. Well, yes, I guess we could use a bit of a scrub up. But we're working hard, you know. Maybe we can nail these potions. We'll give them to the Empire. But I take your point. Maybe clean up. Oh, what about you, young miss? Would you like a potion?
What's the wife doing?
Now that Mara insulted the cleanliness of her house, she's cleaning up her house.
Well, you can't blame me. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not the one to turn down a gift when it's offered.
Well, what I have for you, this is a potion of Griffin's extract. And when you drink this, you'll be resistant to all damage for a good 10 minutes.
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
Okay. Okay, so you have a... one second. Sorry, I tell a lie. Roll me a d10, Mara.
You told me a lie. How could you?
It's a potion of cold resistance.
I mean, that's not bad either. Once he hands it to me, I am going to cast Identify on it. I'm gonna see if it can ping what the fucking side effects of it are.
It's definitely a potion of cold resistance. And I'm going to say, since he's not a super magical guy, it's not hard to see through it. And I'll whisper it to you, Mara.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at the potion for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to turn to Vivi, and I'm also going to cast Identify on the one in his hands.
Okay.
Bro, I got that too, bro.
Okay, well, do it next time on your own. Don't just take things from strangers, Vivi.
I'm trusting.
I'm going to whisper this to Vivi. Let's assume he cast it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. Why isn't that? Is it being weird for me? Here we go.
Oh, dang.
Now, since we're all friends here, and if you're a friend of Vivi, I think you you're good people, and I'm wanting to help the Empire. That's what I do. What about you? Hi, Alf.
Can I insight check
Sure.
this guy to
Sure.
see if he's like being genuine or if he's just
Mhm.
like not that good at what he does?
Okay. They seem like good people, and they're walking around, and he says, "Oh, I'm starting to feel woozy," and boom, boom. Both him and his wife fall into a deep sleep.
I investigate the entire room.
Yeah.
Just immediately. Okay.
Can I also judge his
I have
setup?
I believe I have advantage on that because I'm not
Ah.
trying to move around.
I'm gonna turn and look at Connell. Did Connell do that?
Connell?
Yes.
Connell. Yeah.
Yes. So as long as I'm checking the room slowly, I have advantage. I just can't move more than half my movement speed per round.
That's easy enough. So you have a good look around. I mean, it's a pretty simple house. There is a place where the guy is obviously mixing up these potions. There's not much else. It seems like simple folks wanting to do right by the Empire.
Can I use my investigation to see if he's like just an amateur that doesn't know what he's doing?
Riz?
Or
Max?
Max. Like looking at his alchemy stuff as like a artificer, would I know that he's like
Sure,
just
doing
an amateur or something?
Do an investigation
Oh,
with advantage. With advantage. This is kind of your jam.
That's
19. Nice. You've seen better. I mean, you know what happens what is going to happen if you drink that potion. He's refining his craft.
So on that investigation, I didn't find any trap doors, any secret compartments, any markings that would indicate. Okay.
Nope.
While this is happening, I will ritual identify any potions that look full around the room. How long is sleep last for?
Until they wake up. It's indefinite. Technically, they could die.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Okay. Well, if somebody can make sure that they not die while I go around the room and cast Identify ritually on everything, that would be cool.
It's very much like a Sleeping Beauty thing. They will rest until something happens. But unlike Sleeping Beauty, they need to eat. And they'll eventually die of starvation. So, yeah.
After we rob them, we can wake them up.
No, Robbie.
Just kidding.
Connell, if we move these guys to their beds, would that wake them up?
Yeah, question. If you wake them up, it's chancing it. I wouldn't do it.
You can use an action to wake them up, or if they take damage to wake them up.
So don't give them damage.
Yeah.
So if we gently
don't drop them.
So like gently moving them won't break the spell.
That's correct. And there is a bed.
Yeah.
I've looked.
You have to remove some of the containers from the bed. I mean, when I say they're everywhere. There's containers on the bed. But
and she got offended when I said her house was dirty.
Well, people do no matter what the house looks like. So
that's yeah.
Arends, as you move, Riz, as you move them, just roll a d20 and don't roll a 1. If you roll a 1, you're going to wake them up.
Well, I wasn't going to move him yet. I was actually going to suggest Adamak do it, seeing as he's pretty bulky and strong.
Actually, as long as we're fine, use spell. I can keep a few minutes, change my spells out a little bit. I can just levitate them over.
Okay.
Whoever's
While you guys
moving
do
them,
that, I want to go check the stable.
Sorry?
Whoever's moving them, in whatever manner you do, you just have to not roll me a natural 1. So if you want to levitate them, you can, Connell, and roll me a d20.
Same thing there?
Yep.
It's the same thing, but we'll let Adamak do it then, because there's no advantage to doing levitate. I thought it'd be softer and easier. If I don't want to use a spell, there's no advantage.
Roll me a d20, Adamak, and don't roll me a 1.
Well, try my best.
You get 2 shots at it.
There you go. You're fine. You got a temporal shift that one.
Yeah, if I had to.
So you place them gently in the bed, and they don't wake up. And because you're a nice
Perfect.
guy, you tuck them in a little bit,
Hell yeah, I do.
and they look restful.
Can I go check the stables?
Yep, we'll get to that in a second, because I know, Mara, you wanted to check out the potions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have side effects, but not much else.
Ooh.
You get the impression that they're failed experiments. You do find 4 potions, though, that are usable.
So what is our party member that is reacting to all this? The one we're escorting.
Turlu?
Yeah. How's she reacting to us? Dropping her asleep. I'm just kind of curious.
That's a good question. I'm going to identify these things for Mara.
Sure.
And then we'll
We
get
got
there.
away with a lot. And then you mentioned the NPC.
Right.
Yep.
Her asleep too.
So that's one of the ones you get. Next one.
Nice.
Why?
You
Hey,
become part
I'll use that one
furry.
because what the heck?
There's this one. Like a haste potion, in other words.
Ooh.
Do
There's
the
this one.
scales, man. They might not go away. You don't know. As you black source.
Oof.
Can I trade my lotion for the lotion of speed?
Are these potions labeled?
Nope. And that's the 4 that you find. And Turlu. So let's do the stable first, then we'll come back to Turlu. So you go check out the stables, and rain is continuing to pelt down. But the horses are calm. They're calm enough inside of the stable. They're out of the worst of the weather.
I just want to investigate the stables as well. Riz is pretty convinced someone doesn't randomly walk out of their house and catch you in a storm and then also hand you hundreds of gold worth of potions for free.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's weird.
Yeah, man, it seems like a stable. The rain's pelting down. Not sure
If
what
I don't
else to
find
do.
anything, I just go.
No.
Yeah,
You check around, maybe there's traps, maybe there's a secret underground thing with evil witches or something, but you don't find anything in the stables. It appears to be a normal stable. So yeah.
and I just go back to the house.
Okay, while the rain continues to pelt down with Max and Ashley firmly sleeping, Turlu pipes up and says, what is going on?
They fell asleep.
I'm trying to identify what these potions do.
Oh, that's good to know. I mean, surely Max would be the best person to answer that. I noticed you put them...
I don't think so. It sounds like he doesn't understand what they do. I'm gonna like take out what do I have? I'm pretty sure I have like a pen and like paper, and I'm gonna just start making labels for these potions. like and what the side effects are for them.
Okay, very good. But
And
you're not taking them, right?
I am not taking anything. I am also not looking if anybody is taking things.
Yeah, I'm switching out mine for the potion of
Potion of speed? Okay.
And since they seem okay, I'll go ahead and use Unseen Servant to clean their house for them.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so the unseen servant, I mean, I often think of an unseen servant as a butler, so definitely knows how to clean up. So the place is getting cleaned up. And after about an hour, with Mara checking it out, with Riz checking out the stables, and the rain continues to power down. And Turla says, I think it's best if we wake them. So I'm going to wake these guys up.
Why? They're sleeping fine. They're comfortable. Just let them sleep.
We're literally strangers in their house. Did you try and hide it from Turlu, your spell there, Connor?
Oh, yeah.
You better make me a sleight of hand check then.
I did that already.
Oh, did you?
It was 20. Yeah, it was 20.
Oh, okay. Well, they will probably succeed, but let's see. Oh, actually. So let's see what her perception is like. There's a chance.
Is it an older dude? Are they like an older couple or fairly young?
And I shouldn't say shit. They're elderly, in their 60s at least.
I mentioned, he was out in that storm. His age can't just be wandering out into this kind of weather. It probably took the wind out of him.
Well, I still think it's best if we wake them. I'm just not not comfortable with us being in their house and them asleep. It's not right.
So
Yeah,
middle of
I
the night,
agreed,
we're saying
Turlu.
night. Are you saying that we're going to not go to sleep? When they fell asleep on their own, we're put in bed, they're comfortable.
I mean,
We're not
if you want
doing
to
anything
go,
wrong.
Make a persuasion check there, Connell.
Mara, maybe you should check on their health while they're sleeping, just to make sure they're not sick or anything. Could be contagious.
yeah, I can do that.
That's bad.
I'm gonna stop making labels for a second and then go into the other room to
Would
go
that be
check on
enough?
them.
Would that be enough to give Connell advantage on his persuasion?
I'm going to say
Yeah, let's
She's
just
gonna
go
say-
to sleep if she's uncomfortable then.
I didn't see his roll. I was honestly going for the assist.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you make a persuasion roll separately. So don't give it Connell advantage, but make your own roll.
That's pretty good, actually, because you're better at charisma than I am, sure.
Ah, so we're all bad at charisma here.
My is not talking to people. It's making them not talk.
No, I think it's best. I'm going to wake them, make sure everything's okay. And
I'm in the other room checking them.
you're in the other room checking them. Okay, and okay. Max, are you okay, Max? He says, oh, I don't know what happened over to me. I just fell asleep. Ashley, are you okay? And he shakes Ashley awake and says, oh, we're terribly sorry. We're elderly and we like our naps, but not while visitors are here. Oh, we're so embarrassed. And Ashley kind of rushes away and goes into the kitchen. Let me make something. Everybody will feel better with a cup of tea.
I walk up to her. No, sit down. You clearly something took the wind out of you. I'll handle the cooking. Just try and relax.
I'll give you guys a quick little check over too while we're here, just to make sure everything's all good.
Okay.
Also, Max, was it? I think I found a way to identify some of your potions. I was making labels for some of them.
Oh, that's most useful. Wait. Did you hear that? And Mara, you definitely heard something.
Did I hear something?
Yes, you probably did. What's your passive perception? It's 20 something, right?
20 even.
Yep. Out the back of the house, where you saw the wood pile was, you hear something large rummaging through the wood pile and letting out low growling sounds. There's no windows. You cannot see it. What
I'm
do you
gonna
wish to do?
sneak out the front door.
Okay. If you're stealthy, make me a stealth check.
Yeah, I'm just also linking something. I gotta find another one.
Technically,
'Cause
you do have a passive intelligence. Actually, you have a passive skill. Intelligence is not a skill.
Well, there is a passive intelligence in the in Beyond anyway. I'm just joking because it never comes
Is
up
there?
in any game I've ever played. Yeah, it's not. It's passive. Yeah, it's investigation, passive intelligence.
Oh, I never knew there was such a thing.
I know, right? Whoever uses it, that's why I was laughing.
You can attempt to hide even when you're only lightly obscured. Well, there's definitely heavy rain. So yeah, make a roll. Okay.
1.
So you sneak around the back, and you see a rather large creature. It almost looks out of place here. I'm going to send you something in Discord so you can see what it is. You see this creature rummaging through the woodpile, and it seems to be sniffing around. Did you see it in Discord?
Yeah, I catch a glance of that, and I sneak right back on around and inside.
It doesn't appear to have noticed you. But coming back to the north of the house, you see...
Do I know what that is?
Make a nature check. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
But when you're coming back and you sneak through, you see 2 other creatures like that approaching the cabin. One of them significantly larger than the one you saw behind. And they don't appear to have noticed you. And you scoot back into the house.
Good news, I figured out what was out there. Bad news, Christmas has been canceled. We have some rather large giant bear mixed with a billy goat outside. About 3 of them that I saw.
How big is this hut we're in?
One wouldn't fit comfortably in here, I don't think.
I was more wondering if a tiny hut would go over it.
Why don't I show you? That is.
I'm blind.
You're blind again.
You just happen to have a map for that, right?
Just happen to have. Always good to have a cabin in your back pocket. Should be good now. Marin, actually open up some of these doors because they don't really need to be there. So this door's open. This door's open.
Holy crap, this lady's house is a mess.
Hey, no, it's clean now.
It
has been updated.
Yeah, so you see all the containers everywhere. And the sound, you saw the creature right about here, Riz, and to the north of them as well.
Okay. How big were they? Like, I'm guessing like probably 10 plus feet standing up.
Yep, and there's one of them a good 15 feet standing up.
Is that a gun right there?
Yes.
I believe so.
Is it a gun?
It looks like a flint.
I'm going to say it's a gun in pieces. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh.
So, you want to take care of this stuff, or we want to see if they just go about their day?
You hear where Ashley went to prepare food. You hear something rummaging around in there.
Aren't our horses outside?
Inside?
The horses are maybe 50, 60 feet away from the house. From what you could tell, Riz, they weren't going for the horses. But there's something rummaging around.
A step away from right in front of the doorway.
So what? I'm trying to get a feel for the. I'm not confused. Did people? I can see the people in here, right? These are the.
Yeah, this is
here.
This is Turlu.
Uh-huh.
This is Max. This is Ashley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Miss Ashley. Oh, yeah, it's our. Okay, I remember now. Okay. sure there's one I forgot about.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
she's one of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would maybe put up the hut so we can at least put these people in it, because they're not going to be of much help.
Okay.
How long does a hut take to cast?
10 minutes, I believe, a ritual. Let me check it and see.
I don't think we got 10 minutes, guys. The one's right.
I can do something faster. Are they gonna come through the door? Basically, what entrances do we have?
I know there's a window over in this room.
Window here. There's a door up here, up top somewhere.
There is there are windows. The windows are currently closed though, but there's a window here, window here. They're all closed because it is precipitating. Yep, all those are windows.
Where's the door?
There's a door here that Ashley's standing in front of, and this was the kitchen area down here. But this door is closed. But you definitely hear something down in here rummaging around.
Close off that space, but
I'll stop her before she goes any further and tell her to come here very, very, very quickly. I think there might be something in your house right now.
What do we do? What do we do?
I'm gonna.
Step one, don't panic.
Okay, don't panic. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm not good at those.
oh, man.
She says, "Oh,
holy crap!
What? No, we were.
You made her panic.
This is not good. No, no!" And she starts screaming.
Can we put them back to sleep?
Man, I don't know.
Well, the scream
fourth level last time.
Still happens, and that's not the good time to roll a natural one. And this window gets smashed open, and this window gets smashed open, and this side of the wall gets removed. Oh, wait a minute, there's a great piece of dynamic light. And I'll show you what you see. Now, these things do seem a little out of place.
Oh no.
And with the screaming... Oh, and one last thing. We're going to have to do this. Now, I know it's getting a little late for you, Connell, so we'll go right to 11.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, just let me know, okay? Because
yeah.
I'm not sure this will get resolved. But this thing just rips open the side of the house. Lets out an ungodly roar. For those of you who can see, this one here is smaller than this one. And apparently there's apparently one in the back as well. But we need to roll some initiative. Think.
Dang, I thought that 20 was me. I was about to be so happy.
Oops, wrong button.
Alright, my
He's trying to yell at them.
I was rushing roll a dang 29. Roll again.
I got no valid token.
Oh, you have to click it.
Yeah, click on the Riz, so he's highlighted.
Yeah.
And then do initiative.
Your actual token.
Oh, do you want me to re-roll it or?
Nope, that's fine. Let me just check something. Maybe your token's not set up. We haven't done initiative before. I'll just do it for you, and we'll adjust as appropriate.
Well, mine's not going in for some reason.
Oh, Riz, yeah, what was your first initiative? 20.18?
20. Yep.
And what's yours, Connell?
So my first one was 29.
29. Okay, so we'll add your turn. Make it
What's with the
29.
decimals?
And Turlu. Okay, I think that's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The lighting doesn't seem to be working.
Okay, for Vivi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that will work now for you.
There.
Okay, now, Mara, You were in. Oh no. Okay. So feel free to position yourself just slightly if you like. Turlu is gonna dash out here. Max is going to there. Yep.
I'm going to grab the chick in front of me and basically like push her behind me so that she's in the other room behind me.
Aggressive.
So like over here, if I can get her there.
Okay, let's make an opposed strength check or athletics. And I tell you, her strength is 19. Ah, you try and grab her and you move, but she's just panicking and you're unable to shift her. Connell, you see these massive creatures right outside. One of them literally ripped the side off this house. It's just roaring in your face. What do you do?
I'm going to tell them I got this one, and I'm going to cast Wall of Force in a sphere around that big thing.
Ooh, interesting. Target the... Which much... Oh, okay, let's see. Let's get this wisdom saving throw. Let's just do that right from the start. Wisdom, it gets a +1, it rolls.
Wait, that's only if it's in the... That's only if I got to move it. I'm not trying to move it. I'm going around it. So it's only if I...
What spell are you trying to cast right now, Connell?
Oh, strong spell. I'm sorry. I missed.
Yeah, temporal shot.
Sorry, I missed.
Yeah, I was just reading it. I'm like, that is not what you just said.
No, I missed. I say it shouldn't be a save. It should be
Wall of
Force.
Force.
It's a sphere around it. There's nothing around it. There's nothing to save.
I prefer... It's a hemispherical dome. With all cuts, the creature is pushed to one side. Nothing can physically pass. Also extends. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Casting time 1 action. All of, it's concentration, so we'll get you concentrating on that and nothing else.
Until then to get the other one.
With a radius of up to 10 feet. So let's get an area of effect thing. So it's a... Well, it's a 10-foot radius, so it'd be a 20-foot circle.
Right.
Jeez.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it had to be that big, so it's a sphere around this thing. It's up to that, right?
Up to 10.
It shows he has a 20-foot radius for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a...
Yeah.
Should be half that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I was
that is
like,
massive.
whoa!
So 10 foot. There we go.
That's
there we
better.
go.
Yep. Perfect.
It doesn't... it's a visible duration. 10 minutes. 10 foot. Each panel.
Nothing can physically pass through.
Immune to
It's
damage.
the bomb.
You're
Okay.
thinking
Wow.
Yep.
So put it
Get the other one.
Oh.
layer. So we'll lock that in there. He's locked in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then Connor will move to the back. He sits down and says, "You got this."
Alright. That's a nice spell. Adamak.
God, he must hate us sometimes.
Nope. Nope.
I'm going
Not at all.
to...
No. He will use it against us next weekend. It's fine.
Yeah.
I am going to move to this one because I was told to do so.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
I'm going to pop my rage.
Okay.
Get myself a little rage icon. Why can't I remember how to do this? Jeez.
Got how to swing your sword? That's a problem.
Nah, there it is, my aura.
Oh, yep.
He gets zapped for that.
So dexterity saving throw. Check this out here. Dexterity saving throw. He rolls a 21, natural 20. So does it work?
Does half damage.
Does half damage. What did you roll? You rolled a
2.
1 damage.
Woo. And then I'm going to hit him with Great Weapon Master, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
18 hits.
And a 13.
Hits. Jesus Christ, Adamek. 27, 38, 48, 51. Okay. Okay, you take a big chunk of Adam, but he doesn't go down. Riz.
So I did a stealth right before this thing busted through the wall. I don't know if I'm still stealthed.
Well, it's going to be difficult to open a door and be stealthed if that's what you're trying. Because you're literally
Okay, so the door is
closed.
The door is closed.
Yep.
So I just want to open it and peek around. Yep, that's a big bad thing.
So let me... Why is it... Oh, yep, so that's what you see. Door is open, you see a massive creature there. And it sees you.
Alright, I'm going to do... Let's see if it's a bonus. Yeah, it's a bonus action.
So we'll make an insight check. And contested by charisma. It's 17, not charismatic. With a -2, it rolls a 17. It was a natural 19 on the dice.
Okay, so that didn't work. Well, actually, would this be considered a lie, deceit? Because it says deceit specifically. Would my other talent kick in to boost it to an 18?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to shout, definitely got another one back here. And I'm going to step up and take a swing at it.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Yep, that hits. And what are you attacking with?
My double-bladed scimitar.
Yeah, the easiest way to roll it. Do you see on your character sheet it says short bow, then Umbra's inky thing? If you click on the word there, it should highlight in red, and then click on it. It takes care of the roll for you.
Where's the key reach?
And if you hover over like the word 21, it'll show you the roll. So
right. So I think, So I think the second one's damage. I think.
Well, to roll damage, you click on the word Umbra's Inky Reach in the chat there. It should also highlight in red. And if you click on that, that's how you can automatically roll the dice. It'll do the math for you and then roll damage. Okay?
Okay.
You can also automatically set the damage to roll. I do.
Yeah. And I just changed that for you. So just for an experiment, make another roll. This won't be the actual roll. So attack again. Now it does everything for you.
Awesome. Cool. I'm not macro compatible.
No, that's fine. So that's just the easiest way to do it. Just click on that thing in your character sheet and it'll do the math and everything for you. But let's go back to your original roll, which was a 21, which does hit. And we'll say for your first damage roll, so 13 points of damage. Alright, so you bring your cool double-bladed scimitar, cut a big hunk out of this creature. This white fur starts turning red and it turns its attention fully to you. BV.
I guess I'll help. I'll go where he is. I guess he's down here. Whoa! And then I see that, and I say, "Yikes!" And then I cast Blink on myself.
Okay. To appear.
And I'm just gonna move back. So
Wait.
now I get to do the roll,
Uh-huh.
and I'm still there.
Okay, so you don't vanish into the ethereal plane. Okay, so you go in there, you see, oh shit, this isn't good. And you cast blink, but you stay on this plane. Okay. So some of you might see this.
So should I be able to see the other rooms from in here or no?
What? This is why we have line of sight. I mean, you see what your token
Okay.
sees. So, yeah.
Just making sure.
Oh no!
And they're just pouring
Baby Yetis.
pouring at this force around this rather large thing. Mara. And this creature is just bashing on the side of this wall, trying to get out. What else?
Are those babies?
You tell me. That's what they look like.
Please don't go there.
That's so sad.
It's okay. You'll get a youth-sized pelt.
Wow. Okay. Either way, there's two of you there, so. Okay, I see what we're dealing with here. Bonus action. No. Bonus here. Actually, yeah. No. Oh no. Okay. Here's a second.
Why is it
Just double check
blue?
the.
It's reliable talent. Believe.
No. I was just testing to see if it
He
worked.
got a green and a red.
Oh, is that how it works?
I guess so.
Do you want to roll sneak again, just to see? I'm not sure. I'll check it out. If it was a reliable talent. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know.
That one got a 1 and a 6 again.
Anyway, what are you doing there, Mara?
You got another one.
I was thinking of using that, but I don't know if I want to use that. There. Heck it. Okay, what we're doing is, shush! We're doing a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Yes, over by the babies. Like over here.
Okay. So, there's your spiritual weapon, and I'll give you control over it in just a second. Controlled by Mara. Okay, she should be able to drag that sword around now.
Yep.
Okay. And what are you attacking?
The baby.
Okay.
I feel bad, but these things need to die.
Okay, make an attack. So this is all your bonus action. 10.
Oof.
Here's the thing. I just need to check one thing. 10. Sorry, 1 second. A 10 misses.
Okay, and that is immediately followed up by a sacred flame.
Okay. Okay, so Sacred Flame is Dexterity save 16. 20 for this. 18, it saves. Dodges out of the way of your Sacred Flame.
Damn it.
So miss on the little type. Now.
On the baby.
On the baby.
Yep.
Now. Well, first of all, Adamak, this creature in front of you is going to attack you twice with its claws. It rakes across your body once, twice. 25 was the largest one. 11 will miss. So you take 6 points of slashing, reduced to 3 because of your raging, plus another 5 points of cold damage. So total damage would be 8 points of damage. Then it just fixes you in his eyes, and you see this pale glowing just emanating from this eye. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. 25. You feel this chilling effect into your body, but you shake it off. The one down by you, Olrans, does the same thing. It starts raking across your body with its claws. Once, twice. One of them is a 22, which will hit. And this one just slashes, and you feel the cold emanating from your body, taking a 14 points of damage. Then it gathers you firmly in the eye, and it looks at you, and you see these deathly blue eyes just staring into you, almost into your soul. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw as well.
My uncanny dodge till 14.
Sure, so reduce that to 7. Yep. Ooh. So firstly, take 3d6 damage. So what's that? 13 points of cold damage. And then you feel your body seize up and you fall to the ground. And that's all you see. It's him collapse and fall to the ground. When it comes time to determining what happens as a condition, I shall let you know. But he is on the ground. Turlu, a little slow to the action. She's going to charge up here using, what's her speed? Her speed. She's not going to get there, but she's going to get right up next to you, Adamak, to attack this Yeti, but she can't quite get there. Connell. Well, she can get there, but she can't attack. Connell.
Okay, Connell's gonna get and see what's going on.
VV was the only person who saw Riz drop to the ground, so you're unaware of that.
Yeah. Take 2 of them out. I can't get all of them. I can't. One second, I'm still there. Can I tell everybody to close their eyes for a second, or no? I guess not, huh?
Can you what, sir?
Tell my team to close their eyes for a minute. I guess not. Well, I'll take 2 of them out. Let's take this guy out. That's one of them, though. Well, let's try that one. I'm going to go ahead and cast this spell coming up.
Okay.
If I can get him up. Hang on a second, sorry. I've been wanting to use for a while. You trying to post it, it keeps not going up. Hang on.
Sleep.
Oh, wrong one.
Oh,
Wrong one,
sleep.
sorry. I keep misclicking today.
That's right.
There you go. This one.
Hypnotic pattern.
I know. I keep missing it. Hypnotic pattern is what I want to cast. I want to cast it on this one they're fighting to try to get it frozen, and they can focus on somebody else.
Okay. So it's everybody. So why don't we do it this way?
I need to square to show. But basically, I'm just going to try to get this one guy. And that chill out. That's concentration, right? Oh, never mind. I'm not doing that. Never mind. Nope.
Oh, it's concentration. Oh, it's backtrack.
Yep. So let's backtrack a little bit. I'm going to back. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. To right there, and then fireball that's got up there.
Okay. So grab your area of effect template.
Yeah. Here it comes. There it goes. 27. So we're gonna.
Where are you placing it?
To give me an area effect, somewhere I gotta find one.
What is it? 20-foot radius?
Yeah. So we'll hit these 2 guys up here. Is all I want to do. Yeah. There you go. So something like that.
Not the babies.
Yeah.
Can it hit the big guy too, or no?
You can't him because that spear affects him.
Oh, because the wall of force.
Yeah, it's all around him. You can't. Yeah, it shields him.
All right. So this massive ball of fire comes out. explodes. These things did not stand a chance. Even if they make their saving throw, their 9 hit points is just not enough. So you fry 2 baby Yetis. And they are no more. Adamek.
I'm going to continue hitting the one in front of me.
Yep.
Recklessly.
Okay.
And with Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
12.
12 does hit.
Oh,
And with
70.
the first attack takes it down.
Oh wow.
Okay. This one's in a dome I can't touch, right?
Yep.
Correct.
You can run into it.
Can't.
And I haven't heard anything from the other side. I don't know there's a third one.
When we heard things, we could be yelling through in here, right?
You did hear something going through whatever it was down here, so you know something's down there.
I also yelled that we had one back there before I went in.
That's true. You do know there's one to the south, though.
We're gonna go through the house. Okay, I'm going to take my movement. So let's do this. Click you.
Are you walking over the table?
I'm figuring it out. 1 second.
This high-end half-orc calculus here.
You have no idea.
I mean, math is hard for them.
I'm gonna go there.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, nice dodge. Okay, so take action, take your movement. Cool. Now, Riz. Let me just check. Make me another Constitution saving throw. Okay, you shake off the effects, but that took your entire turn. So all that happens is you're no longer under the paralyzed condition, which is what it was, but you're still prone on the ground, but you're no longer paralyzed. But that is your turn. Vivi.
I'm going to go here. I see Riz on the floor. We'll shout out, "You guys! The new guy's on the floor!" And then I say, "You asked if I knew how to use a gun." And I take out my musket that I just bought.
I'm glad I'm on the floor now.
And then I shoot the Yeti.
Shoot the Yeti. Okay, fire away. But do you shoot the Yeti? Oh, no, you don't shoot the Yeti. So hold still! Duck, Riz!
Wait a second.
And you're too confused about Riz, not shooting Riz, that you just fire wide.
Damn
Into
it.
the distance.
I was trying to look so cool.
I look up and I'm like, how did you miss something that big?
And then I'll shoot again.
Fire, and this time it does hit.
Okay.
And the Yeti reels back from the shot as the bullet lodges deep inside it.
And I will actually get... Far away are you?
Need to roll for your blink as well?
Yeah, but in addition to the thingy, the shot, I'm doing maneuvering attack. So Adamak can use his reaction to move up closer.
Like my full movement?
Half of your speed.
That's on you. I'll just go behind you then.
Yeah, that's as much as you can do, but you still get to roll a d8 for extra damage to the creature, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
If it is a d8?
Yes. It's a d6.
It's a d6, okay.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
And then I'll move here. And then I'll roll my 20. And then I disappear right in front of Adamak.
Okay, so poof, out of existence.
That's okay. I'm just frothing of the mouth, raging. It's
I'll
fine.
never notice. This creature continues to pound on this wheel of force. Boosh, 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 boosh. Doesn't understand magic, but it understands smashing. Mara.
I get this creature. I understand.
Wow, this is so sad. My poor little weapon's just like sitting up here.
By some burning Yeti baby corpses.
Yeah.
Can it pass through the wall of force?
We no, it can't.
It
We
just
still
kind of
got
went
that-
around it.
Yeah, we got you know.
I'll take a quick look around. Does there seem to be any signs of any more of these things? Other than the big one in front of me?
I'm say with your passive perception, you can have that as a free go, so free action, and you do not see any other Yetis.
Okay, this is Turlu over here, right?
Yeah, yep. She went over to help Atomac, but then Atomac cut this thing in half.
I mean, I appreciate her determination. I'll tell her to get back inside.
Okay, she looks back at you and nods.
Oh, I still can't see in here. I can sort of see the edge of over here. Of,
Yeah, you don't
Riz.
have line of sight on whatever's in there, though. You do not
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
Is he looking okay, though? Like, Riz?
You've seen better days. Actually, you should... You don't see a green bar above Riz's head?
I see it.
Oh!
I'll drag him over here temporarily. That's how well he
Why do
looks.
some people have it and some people don't?
Because Malcolm didn't set up the things quite right. Oh, there we go. There's Adamax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I never noticed.
They did change some settings in Roll20. I suspect it got back. But you should see most of them now.
Mara's now.
Wow, I am useful. I'm gonna cast Bless on Adamak, Vivi, and I can very barely see Riz, so I'm gonna try to cast it on him too.
I'm actually not there.
You
No,
can't.
where are you?
Cast it on me.
Yep.
He's
Oh,
on
He's
his
not
right,
way.
there.
never mind.
I'm in the
I
very
can have it then.
plane.
Right. You are blessed. Okay. And just since going to do something here for Mr. Riz. So do you see
Riz got blessed too, right?
Yeah. So you see Riz
Okay.
underneath your Umbra's inky thing. You see a thing that says 1d4 bless. Do you see that?
I do.
So if you click on it like I did then, it'll automatically do it for you. And since it's also true for saving throws, do you see that thing under saving throws? Same again. You see the 1d4 bless?
Yep.
Yep. So just for to show you how it works, you just want to make an attack roll. And notice how it added the +2 there, which was from your bless.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so when Mara blesses you, just click those things on and off. Just because the hardest thing about bless is
Okay.
remembering that you're blessed.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, so this Yeti standing in front of Riz, who's on the ground. It's going to attack him twice with its claws with advantage because you're prone. The worst roll was an 18. So two hits. Total from both attacks is 12. Oh, wow. 12 plus 14. 26 damage.
Half the 14,
Sure.
so
Sure.
19 total.
Sure. And then it's going to fix its eyes on you once again. And you're on the ground and you're looking up. And you can make me a saving throw. This is why it's important to click that that bless on the D4. So when you roll your Constitution saving throw, you get +4 to it, which is great. So that works. You shake off whatever effect it is, and then this creature, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an extra 10 feet south, but it's appearing to turn and run. Now I'm going to give you an attack. Yes, but at disadvantage. Your attack of opportunity. You can use your reaction to do that. 27 hits. So, 23 hits, in fact, for 14 damage. So as it turns its back, you carve a thing down its back, and it's almost more red now than it is white. But it is turning, and it is running. The Yeti's dead, yeah, the Yeti's dead. Turlu takes your advice and dashes back into the room to survey what's going on. That's as far as she can get. Connell. Connell.
Do I know they're running? These guys are running over there.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Okay. Otherwise, my actions are different.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
You hear the creature bounding away.
Okay. Then I'm going to tell everybody else to get around the big one, or at least up near next to it, because I've got to release a spell at some point. It may run, but it may not.
Okay. Well, is anybody going after the running Yeti? The fleeing Yeti?
I feel like we should go after that. We should kill it because it's just gonna come back.
I was probably going to go after it. I don't even know what's going on in the other room. I've been over here for a minute.
Okay, well, let's go through it then. So, Connell, you say to people, get around the Yeti! What's your action?
I say no.
Okay.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Connell. I don't think Vivi can technically hear you since he's on a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit here and chill. I can't do much else. Wait until they're ready to attack the big one because I can't really chase them too far away.
Okay, Adamak.
I will listen to my master and go to the big one.
Jesus.
Okay, so you can move over there. Yep, Riz.
Use half my movement to stand up. Does that put me at 15 or 20 left?
15 left, so you're standing up.
Is that 15 left with a 35 base movement speed?
You could get to there and have a shot at the Yeti, put it that way. Technically, the Yeti is 5 foot further south. Yep. So feel free to take a shot. If you could move up to do a melee attack. You'd have enough movement to do that. Or you could do a ranged attack, your choice.
So I'm currently not in melee range, though, right?
No, but if you... Oh, yeah, that's all your movement, though. So, no, you're not in melee range, so you have to use your ranged attack.
That's fine. Go ahead and do that again.
Okay, so for its charisma, it rolls a 13. And okay, so you get advantage.
So I do not currently have one made at the moment, but I'm going to use one of those 2 throwing daggers I just bought.
Sure. What I can do... So hold on just 1 second. You now have a dagger in your character sheet there. So just click on that. Oh, there we go. And that would be
a sneak
attack damage because your advantage.
Oh my.
So
down it goes. Oh, stagger to the back, and it falls to the ground.
Got it.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's get out of initiative order. So what does Connell say?
Well, I mean, out of initial order, so I mean, I would have to release a spell on this guy, so we're going to fight this guy, right?
I'm gonna heal up Riz first.
Okay, well you got 10 minutes, so there's plenty of time.
Yeah.
I want to thank you greatly for that.
So 17.
Does that bump you up decently? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Another handy hint that you might not know is when you click on your character, you see above the character it says 35. If you click on the word 35, I'll just do it now and type plus 10. It does the maths for you. So and I use that all the time as a DM because it's math is hard. Okay, so Riz here was up a little bit.
Are you back, Vivi?
What?
Are you back?
Well, I mean, if we're out of initiative order, then I'm just blinking in and out for a minute.
It's like, hey, dude, I got you. I was like, I got you.
We just miss every second word.
I think you just deleted your token there, Riz.
I have no idea how.
That's right, I can bring you back.
Alright, guys, great campaign. Was obliterated by God.
There you go.
Chill right there.
Okay. Turlu is going to get right up next to the Yeti.
Yep.
What does Turlu do? Why is she like so ready to fight, man? This is crazy.
She's probably a cobalt monk.
Yeah. She's a monk.
Oh. Okay, my sword goes away, by the way.
Okay.
So, as soon as my turn, as soon as they're all ready, I'm going to release that and let them go at it.
So Turlu is going to get ready to attack this creature. What's Adamak doing? Same thing, I guess? Ready to smack it?
Yeah.
Riz?
Depends how long it's been, because my rage will drop after a minute.
But you can rage up again as... So we'll say you do bonus action rage and then attack. Mara, what you doing?
I am prepping to cast a spell.
And Vivi?
I'll hold 2 shots.
Okay.
Golden Strike.
Okay.
This poor thing.
And Connell,
So I'm going to, as soon as they're ready, I'm going to release it.
Okay, so it releases. So let's start with Mara. Everybody's going to get a turn, then we're going to roll initiative. Let me just get rid of... So the Wall of Force, boom, goes down. And what are you casting, Mara? You're casting...
Shooting stars.
Okay, I'm going to bring that up for me.
Beautiful.
It is. From
It's like the perfect size.
Okay, so boom, it goes off. Just to remove that, and gets a dexterity saving throw, DC 15. Okay, so dexterity.
But it does it 3 times.
Okay, so we'll do
Wow.
3. So it only makes 1 saving throw. So it takes 6, 19, and then another 16. Okay. So that's Mara. Let's go to Adamak next.
I'm going to bonus action rage.
Okay.
Zapping it. Not with the Great Weapon Master. Then I'm going to Great Weapon Master, Reckless Attack.
Dexterity save fails, so it takes 5 damage. Okay. So reckless attack, yep. Hits.
Oh, I don't have my bless on that, but whatever.
Hits. Just. So both of those hit. So 25 and 22. Minus 25. Minus 22.
Do you guys do flanking?
No.
Yeah. We don't?
We do?
I thought you did.
Oh, I thought we do.
Yeah, you normally do, yeah.
I mean, this is not the only campaign that I run, but it sounds like we do
so
flanking.
Funny.
No, yes, no,
We
yes,
also
no,
have like
yes.
one melee character, so.
But Riz,
I think, yeah, we've done flanking before.
Yeah.
Riz, attack at advantage. See if you can bring this thing down in 1 turn. You bullies.
Well, my move, In my
Hits.
turn, I'm going to cast haste on Adamak.
And that is
Oh my God.
sneak attack.
Okay, so 24. Yep.
And I don't know how to make it do bonus action, because the bonus action is only a 1d6.
Still 1d6. And
But just ignore the damage. That's the...
Dang.
So that would have been a 5 plus... So that would have been 9. 10 instead of 15.
Okay. Still up.
Nice.
Turlu is going to take her action and whack it twice with his quarterstaff. And hits both times. For another 15 damage. Still up. Vivi.
I'll take 2 shots at it.
Okay.
With the poison. Why not? I haven't used that in a while. Oh,
Miss.
God damn it.
That's
That's
why.
that's a miss.
Uh-huh. But that's a
And
hit.
then, yeah, that's so bad. That's it. Oh, nice.
It had 1 hit point left after all of that.
One less one.
Yep. But we'll say Vivi gets a killing shot.
Boo.
Yay!
But I think
Be
that
happy.
the thing that, I mean, I was planning this guy to come in here and wreak havoc in here, negating things like Fireball. That spell's quite amazing.
Completely changed the encounter.
It
I like
is.
it. That's what I should do.
Does, I mean, a lot of these spells take longer than just an action to cast, like a minute, which makes them useless in combat, but this is just an action.
Yeah, especially if it's a wall, too. Usually it's more of maybe to wall off people, but it was one guy can do it, too, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it does say into a hemispherical dome. Right?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely,
So, yeah.
definitely
Or
yeah.
sphere.
very cool spell. And also keeping those levels with wizard where spells are getting to be pretty crazy.
Uh-huh.
I look back at the couple and tell them sorry about your house. It's now missing a wall.
It is missing a wall.
We can fix
I mean, I feel like that's probably repairable, whereas like them getting murdered probably wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no that isn't repairable, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that this entire section here is gone. Yeah, I know it's late in some parts of the world, so we'll leave it there and we'll pick up after the Yetis have been defeated. And I think the only way to stop the Wall of Force is to break Connell's concentration.
Yeah, that or disintegrate. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a pretty powerful
Yeah.
spell.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, I know that. Creatures might not know that, but it's something to keep in mind. Whew. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hope you had a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Okay, see you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Good night.
See ya.
Bye.